that you come stop me. Cause I'm always gonna be right here. I ain't never told you to always come around and be in my face. Had to kick you out, you didn't take your shoes off when you came in my place. What these hoes wishy-washy? Oh, say they want some money. What these hoes wishy-washy? Thinking that's funny. How to shut the headers off me. Get me playing like a dummy. Studio 5 in the morning. Baby, I'll tell you when I'm coming home. Notice you've been alone. Now you been calling my phone. Lately you doing the most. Baby, I ain't trying no tears. Why you always grind my gears? Why you always shedding them tears? Why you still listen to your peers? Playboy card like Seal. Who said that I wouldn't be on top when you always on my dick? Why'd you say that you come stop me? Cause I'm always gonna be right here. Who said that I wouldn't be on top when you always on my dick? Why'd you say that you come stop me? Cause I'm always gonna be right here. Turning up to the max. Always trying to get it back. Living life too fast and I gotta slow it down. I've been stuck living in the past. That's time I can't get back. But turning up to the max, I'm saying fuck it off. Real, who told you you could ever think that you would ever gonna stop me? I don't do too much on the phone, I don't talk too much cause the feds be watching. Hoes talk too much like it's 10 minutes, like goddamn you still talking. On the low I know you plotting. In the studio bitch I'm locked in. Who said that I wouldn't be on top when you always on my dick? Why'd you say that you come stop me? Cause I'm always gonna be right here. Who said that I wouldn't be on top when you always on my dick? Why'd you say that you come stop me? Cause I'm always gonna be right here.
Tell me about pressure. Nowadays pressure look like I'm thirsty. Pressure could look like I'm thirsty. You feel me? I wanna ride a Harley. I wanna ride you like the water in the wave. Give me your love, give me your heart, don't be afraid. For your love I go crazy, renegade. I wanna ride like Harley. I wanna ride you like the water in the wave. Give me your love, give me your heart, don't be afraid. For your love I go crazy, renegade. You keep on talking about applying pressure. You don't pressure, do bust pipes. I'm trying to fuck you every day and night. I'm trying to get it cause I know it's tight. Pop me a pill, then we take off flight. I'm a big nigga, heavy appetite. You do that little thing I really like. You love to fuck me when I got on my ice. Yes, I love you, I'ma make sacrifice. But you never ever would be my wife. You my life, but so we locked in for life. That nigga used to fuck you ugly and trite. He ain't nothing like me, though. Pocket a semi, I'ma let it blow. Niggas stay fresh from head to toe. I hit the baddies all. I wanna ride like Harley. I wanna ride you like the water in the wave. Give me your love, give me your heart, don't be afraid. For your love I go crazy, renegade. I wanna ride like Harley. I wanna ride you like the water in the wave. Give me your love, give me your heart, don't be afraid. For your love I go crazy, renegade. I wanna ride like Harley. I wanna ride you like the water in the wave. Give me your love, give me your heart, don't be afraid. For your love I go crazy, renegade. I wanna ride like Harley. I wanna ride you like the water in the wave. Give me your love, give me your heart, don't be afraid. For your love I go crazy, renegade.
Aye. What? Look. What they talking about? What they talking about? they ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about, they ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about, they ain't talking about nothing. Huh? They ain't talking about nothing. Ay, what they talking about, they ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about, they ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about, they ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about, they ain't talking about nothing. Huh? They ain't talking about nothing. Peekaboo, I just put them bookers in my chain. Peekaboo, 80 pointers like a Kobe game. Peekaboo, 762s I make them plank. Peekaboo, popping out, you better not smell my name. Peekaboo, put 2 foreigns on a 405. Peekaboo, catchy pepper if I'm doing pasta. Peekaboo, why you acting tough on IG Live? Peekaboo, you know my new niggas off they rocker. What they talking about, they ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about, they ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about, they ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about, they ain't talking about nothing. Huh? They ain't talking about nothing. Ay, what they talking about, they ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about, they ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about, they ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about, they ain't talking about nothing. Huh? They ain't talking about nothing. Peekaboo, I just put them bookers in my chain. Peekaboo, 80 pointers like a Kobe game. Peekaboo, 762s I make them plank. Peekaboo, popping out, you better not smell my name. Peekaboo, put 2 foreigns on a 405. Peekaboo, catchy pepper if I'm doing pasta. Peekaboo, why you acting tough on IG Live? Peekaboo, you know my new niggas off they rocker.
A helping hand to your fellow man.
Aye. What? Look. What they talking about, they ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about, they ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about, they ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about, they ain't talking about nothing. Huh? They ain't talking about nothing. Aye. What they talking about, they ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about, they ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about, they ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about, they ain't talking about nothing. Huh? They ain't talking about nothing.
Sit back here in this studio looking at a guy out here hollering my name when last year I spent more money on filmmaker and bars from one side of the world to the other than you make. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, Kim Steele wearing, Jack Ryan,
The fate of this world. A world of only victors. A world of only peace. A world of only love. I will create such a world. I am the ghost of the Uchiha.
The time is here, I can finally go. The word is out, they wanna hear me flow. What time it is, I'ma let you know. It's Nino, welcome to the show. The time is here, I can finally go. The word is out, they wanna hear me flow. What time it is, I'ma let you know. It's Nino, welcome to the show. The time is now, start the celebration. You've been waiting for a while, thanks for being patient. I'm just here to get them mad, had them niggas hating. I'm much more than a man, this is Nino Nation. I know you think a nigga new, but I've been a don. I can see all your moves, I got the Renagon. Call Fatty up, tell him hit him with the spirit bomb. We all know them niggas sweeter than the Cinnabon. The time is here, I can finally go. The word is out, they wanna hear me flow. What time it is, I'ma let you know. It's Nino, welcome to the show. The time is here, I can finally go. The word is out, they wanna hear me flow. What time it is, I'ma let you know. It's Nino, welcome to the show. Wake up to reality, these slow niggas speak nothing but fallacies. I'm waiting for the day you pussy niggas come challenge me. Flawless victory, brutal fatality. So what's the price to a god, untouchable mob? Come through and body your squad, you know who you are. I ain't gotta say your name, you claim the fame. It's only cause you stupid and lame, nigga. The time is here, I can finally go. The word is out, they wanna hear me flow. What time it is, I'ma let you know. It's Nino, welcome to the show. The time is here, I can finally go. The word is out, they wanna hear me flow. What time it is, I'ma let you know. It's Nino, welcome to the show. good? What's good? What's good on this good Thursday evening? I'm in the building. Let me change my thing around. Always start off with the small screen for some reason, but it is what it is. Just got to get in the habit of hitting that button. But anyway, welcome to another edition of Nino Nation, Nino's review show. Got a couple of videos to review today, you know what I'm saying? First one I think we'll review is that Pearl video when she was on the LaPeef panel. I haven't really seen that one, so it's gonna be new to me, like it might be new to you. Some of y'all might already seen it, some of y'all might not have, but we gonna watch it, see where it goes. And another one I got of Myron Gaines going back and forth with this feminist or whatever. I'm not sure if it's a Frank Castle or not. I don't think it was, but I thought it was a good debate. So, well, not even a good debate, just entertaining. Let's just put it that way. But we check out those videos, and maybe if I got time, maybe I throw another one in there, because I got a bunch of videos I wanted to review that I haven't got to as of yet. But before we get started, let's get the chat roll call out the way. Only about 2 or 3 people up in this joint. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to my guy Drobo, not in the building. What's going on, sir? Appreciate you coming through. Appreciate you. Then we got Project VL Pod. Yeah, Solo Level was a damn good show. Too bad we gotta wait for the next season. I think it's like 2027. So but anyway, appreciate you for coming through, my guy. Appreciate you. Then we got Butterfly 42 Red in the building. Appreciate you coming through. Support as always. Appreciate you. Let me put my banner up for my goals for this evening. As always, I have a $25 goal on the Cash App or PayPal. You can hit the Cash App at $ Nino Nation 2024. That's $ Nino Nation 2024. Or the PayPal at it's at Milton 843. That's at MILTON 843. And also, we got the 5 membership goals. So whether we get 5 new members or 5 gifted memberships, doesn't matter. It all goes to the same goal. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what we can do about getting it. So anyway, usually what I do is I start off with a little IG roulette. I'll be honest, I was looking through IG earlier today, didn't find nothing I really wanted to review. So what I'll do is I'll check on some joints maybe I missed during last week and review those, and then we'll hop right into the Pearl video. We'll get that out the way first, because the second video, in my opinion, might be a little more entertaining. I don't know. I haven't seen the Pearl joint. We'll check it out. So all right, so let's see what we got. All right, here's one that I didn't review last week. Let's check it out. Oops.
Labor, they'll watch you, they sleep with it. Men could get pregnant 9 fucking months in labor. They'll watch you, they sleep with it. It's that simple.
That? No, they
well, yeah, the fuck they would. If men had to have a fucking baby out their ass,
they would not.
You out of your fucking mind. You crazy as hell.
Like
You crazy as hell. If a nigga had to have a baby out his ass or get his abs cut open, that nigga wouldn't be fucking nothing. You crazy as hell. He'll be like, put a ring on it.
Never.
Man, give me
I don't want no.
I don't want that.
I don't want it.
I don't want it.
To a certain extent, I feel like as a woman, you shouldn't just be out. You can't move how a man moves because we're a woman. You got what I'm saying?
Talk that shit.
But how many bodies you got?
Not a lot.
But this be the thing. I feel like it's a little hypocrite.
Shit, there's no hypocrite. I ain't got a lot. I probably got less bodies than you.
Got him. We fucking got him.
Damn, you might be right. You know what I'm saying? He might be right. Probably got less bodies than her. But I never really thought about. I mean, I guess if men were the one getting pregnant, it might be a lot less babies out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, you have to have some babies if we're gonna keep the society going. But maybe that's why women have them, because I don't think a lot of guys will be up to the task on that, to be honest with you. So, yeah, it was a funny little clip, man. I thought it was all right. Not too much to say about it. But, yeah, Let's move along. So it's like he said, he out the ass, out the stomach. That kind of threw me off of me. That's why women have a different hole to use, I guess, because the damn show ain't coming out, penis hole. You know what I'm saying? It ain't coming out that much. Shit. But let me. This is a video of sort of like a math problem. They asked this girl, what would she rather have? She gets like 4 options. So let's check it out. See what she picking, and we can break it down.
You can only pick one. $100,000 per day, $100 million right now, $10,000 per minute, or $1,000 per second.
100,000 per day.
Why is that? There's a lot of other good options here too. Why $100,000 per day?
I used to keep getting money.
Okay.
It doesn't run out, so you can keep an income stream.
Okay. Why not 2, 3, and 4?
The 100 million right now is going to run out at some point.
Okay.
The 10,000 per minute, that would be the next option maybe.
Okay.
And the 1,000 per second, I'll prefer the 100,000 per day.
Okay.
The 10,000 per day, I should say.
Okay. The $100,000 per day.
Yeah.
Okay. You can only.
Wow. Let me explain to you what happened here. All right. What happened was somebody in the background said, "Hey, number 1," and she just, without really thinking, picked number 1. So then when she was asked why did she pick that, when she had to come up with some bullshit right quick. Oh, the $100 million, that's just for right now. It's going to run out. But, sweetie, that might have been the worst one, saying depending on how you think with money. But the next worst one, if that's the worst one, the next worst one was $100,000 per day. Because if she just sat there and thought about it just for a little longer, just really put some actual thought to it, I mean, $1,000 per second is millions of dollars. I did the math already. It's like $84 million. The minute it's still within the millions, you know what I'm saying? But you want 100,000 per day. You shortchanging yourself. And all of them are continuous except for the 100 million right now. You know what I'm saying? All of them are, if you can assume that $1,000 per day is continuous, then everything else is continuous that has per minute, per second. They all continuous. So the best option, if you want the most, is the 1,000 per second. Sad. What are they teaching these people in school, man? Let me find another one that I didn't see yet. We could watch. I found this one interesting. I didn't go over this one.
I finna keep fussing with a man pissed in the bed. Every day, piss. He just pee for no reason. Pee for no reason. A man just pissed in the bed, I do not want. These niggas going around, Fred going around talking so hard, but pee in the fucking bed. Nigga, what woman wants you pee in the fucking bed? You is pissy. You is pissy. You pissy, nigga. You pissy. On God, you pissy. Nigga, I can't even get comfortable in the bed. Pee running down my bike. And so this nigga don't do nothing but piss in the fucking bed. Pissing nigga. Nigga, you piss in the bed. You piss, ain't got no money, ain't got shit. You ain't got nothing, Fred. Fred ain't got nothing. Fred hard, pee in the bed. Pissing in the bed. Pissing booty bitch. Try to act hard. Ain't got nobody. Who wants somebody, Fred? And y'all, why y'all didn't tell me, Fred?
Dude was coming, keep messing with that man on live, on the internet, telling everybody he peed in the bed. It's coming. It's coming. It's a hit coming. Especially with certain type of niggas. It's a hit coming. Shut the fuck up. You laying in that bed with his pissy ass. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? That's how you know he pee in the bed, because you be in the bed with him. He ain't got nothing. But you lay up in the bed with him. So that should let you know that's what you qualify for. Nigga, pee in the motherfucking bed. So stop complaining about it. Shut up and keep your shit a secret. You know what I'm saying? Or you catch these right hands. Let me see. These couple folks came in. Let me see. We got the triple OG in the building. What's going on, sir? Salute to you. Then we got the MVP came through. Said, what's up? What's good with you, player one? Player one. Appreciate y'all for stopping through. But let's keep going. I know it's another video I didn't get to. See, I done probably ran through all these joints. What's this? Let me check this out. I probably don't watch this.
Who own dogs, you know that every time you come back from wherever you went, the dog is happy and it's jumpy and it wants to lick you in the face. Even if you just went to get mail from the mailbox, they delight in your return. If you want to take them out for a car ride, they're the first in the car. They jump in. They don't care where it's going, but they're going somewhere. They're some of the most joyous creatures that live among us. Dogs don't live as long as we do. Every single day a dog lives is equivalent to a week of your life. If they only get 1 day for every week you're alive, they make every day count. I'm just suggesting that their lives have already factored in their mortality. When I look at a dog, I use that as a reminder of how I should live every day of my life. Because I get to live 7 times as long as the dog.
Deep shit right there. I think I watched that already. I'm running out of shit to watch. But somebody wanted a dog video, so there you go. There's a dog video for your ass. For all the cat lovers. Sorry. I didn't find any cat videos that talked about cats in that same way. Shouts out to Zyrax. She's in the building. And also, she gifted us 1 membership. So we 1 down, 4 to go. 1 down, 4 to go. Appreciate that, Zyrax. Let's see who else we got. Nope, that's it. Zyrax came in to say hey to everybody. So yeah, man, I don't have too many Instagram. My bad, folks. Wasn't finding anything today. I probably should have did it yesterday, but was kind of busy yesterday too. I was on 2 shows. I'm kind of tired from running around today, so I only had like maybe 30 minutes to an hour on Instagram. I don't know. I didn't find anything. Sorry. But anyway, let's get into the main event. Hopefully, I don't have any internet issues because I've been saying it's been fucking with people all day, and it's been fucking with me. Period. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we can get through this video. Before I get into it, let me give a shout out to Drobo Knot. He came through, gifted us another membership, so that's 2 out of 5. Appreciate you, Drobo Knot, for the $5 membership. As a matter of fact, let me play my video.
Thank you for your donation. You are most honorable.
Shouts out to Drobo Knot and Zyrax for the gifted memberships. Let me see. Let me edit my shit real quick. Give me 1 second. All right, there we go. All right, I'm not the fastest typer. But anyway, yeah, let's get to it. Let's watch this Pearl video and see what they talking about. Oh, and this is from Accountability TV. Well, I like they be cutting up shit pretty good, so let's check it out. I had the actual video Pearl did because she did a video, I guess, about the same thing. It's like 23 minutes. This is like 12, so I'm sure it just gets to the point. And I like, videos that get to the point. So without further ado, let's get into it. I know y'all don't like Pearl. Y'all don't like Pearl, huh? Oh, well, it's still funny. I mean, sometimes it's the best thing to watch is people you don't like. Because you get to see and hear things that boil your emotions up. So let's check it out.
No, I actually didn't. I didn't, but I said the majority. I said the majority. Okay, are you trying to nitpick here? Or are you trying to understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I know, but you're proving my point even further by the nagging. And see the so I'm.
Because even this year, when it was Men's Mental Health Month, I saw that talked about a lot.
But then why are all the channels that talk about that kind of stuff demonetized and kicked off all the platforms? Like I've gone through 8 TikToks, 3 Instagrams demonetized on YouTube. You don't see that for like Call Her Daddy, which says openly like misandrous stuff, or other platforms that advocate for women's issues. So I disagree like wholeheartedly, because I've lived it, that it's the same. It's definitely not, because one is and it makes perfect sense why they do it. They make more money off of women. We just buy damn near anything. So, but
I mean,
but yeah,
that's coming from an economic standpoint or like a business standpoint, because it's not like the actual person that's trying to express themselves demonetize their own account. So we can't say that because the account gets demonetized, it's a direct correlation of them being softer or being silent. They're talking about it.
But it shows that one society accepts one and not the other. So it's like if you're paid to say misandrous things about men, and you literally make money off of doing it, which you see big content creators do that all the time, like Drew Afawala, I can't say her last name, but there's content creators like that make money. They're obviously going to do it more, right? I mean, when you're paid to do something, you do it more. One side is not paid, one side's paid. So
that has nothing to do with, are we as the parents raising our children to be soft or silent, and then do the children actually act soft or silent? That has everything to do with what the business and the company can make money off of. When you're talking about demonetization, the question is are the children soft and silent? No, they're not. You just said that they're talking about it on the internet, but the internet is trying to shut them up, but they're not silent or soft.
Correct. But it's not just the internet. And this does affect the kids too, because the school system's 90% women. And
okay, so let me see if I'm following this. Basically, I think they're saying that being as though one side is kind of censored when it comes to talking about men and women, and one side is not, meaning that women can say whatever they want about men, but men can't necessarily say whatever they want about women. I think Pearl is trying to say that's making a softer, silent generation, meaning that it's silencing people that would normally speak up against certain things because they don't want to get demonetized and lose money. And it's I guess promoted to talk trash about men because they get money for it. I think both sides get money for it. I think there's just, if you're going to go the other way, you gotta maneuver a little differently. You gotta be strategic. You gotta kind of watch your mouth. You know what I'm saying? You can't say everything that pop into your mind, because that might get you, canceled, demonetized, whatever you want to call it. Whereas you don't see it too much. Women pretty much could call men everything but a child of God, and it's all good. Nobody cares. So let's see where they go with the conversation.
So even if you teach, like, the boys are kind of, guys are pragmatic. If they speak up and the teachers punish them, if they go on social media and they're punished there, then they go to college, they're punished there, they just shut up. So it doesn't really matter how you raise the kids, because if the world punishes them for talking, they're just going to be silent. So
but that's the whole point. I think that kind of ties into Bo's point, is like the world telling them to shut up was a millennial and Gen X problem. Gen Z doesn't give a damn if you tell us to shut up. Gen Z is like, who are you to tell me anything? I'm going to scream even louder. You're not going to silence me. You're not going to stifle me. That's the point. You're talking about, is the world trying to shut them up? I never said the world wasn't trying to shut them up. But the question is talking about, will they shut up? No, they won't shut up. Even if you tell them to shut up, even if you're screaming at the top of your lungs that they're wrong, they don't care. That is something that is tied into Gen Z blood, that they won't stop.
Fire generation of people, though. They can't even keep a job. So they might want to shut up. And, that's for starters. We got to stop trying to coddle them. No, those are the most whiny group ever, is Gen Zs.
Wow, I always get confused with all these generations. Like, I'm not sure what I am. I think Generation Y or some shit like that. I don't know. Because when I was growing up, I was hearing a lot about Generation X, but apparently those are the people that's slightly older than me. So I think Millennium is considered Generation Y, and I guess the next bracket is Generation Z. This is the thing, though, right? If they're silencing people now, won't that mean that, like, if one side is being silenced and not being heard or whatever, then that means that another generation grows up without hearing that other side. So basic, you know, basic formula or whatever you want to call it, one is going to be more and more and more people develop to be on one side because that's the only side they hear. They're not getting to hear the other side because they're getting silenced, and those that are not silenced are getting punished for speaking in that way. So then it's automatically taught that, hey, if you speak like this, you're going to get in trouble. It's just easier to go the other way. So it produces more of one side and makes it kind of lopsided. So I can see why people are trying to make the argument. What the hell? Send me a text. But yeah, let's continue with the video.
And lower millennials, and it shows. And for anybody to say the single mothers are raising good children, it overwhelmingly shows that they are not. Okay, now
well, of course, Iraq disagrees. Of course, you disagree. It's your job. You're supposed to disagree. Don't know how you disagree, but I already knew you was going to disagree before you wrote "I disagree." See, a lot of people apparently don't like Pearl. I'm indifferent with Pearl. I've seen Pearl since the beginning. I've seen Pearl before she was with this Manafria shit. I know it's a grift. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a grift. She definitely was like, people are making money doing this. This is kind of fun to me. Let me do this. I can beat these people in an argument. And here she is. But 5 years later. So, do I like her or not? I'm indifferent to her. I really don't think she matters as much as people try to make her matter. But I do see how she kind of intentionally goes out to say shit that pisses people off. And she gets a kick out of it. Which is kind of wrong, but that's what everybody else is doing. So I can't really just like, oh, you shouldn't do that. And everybody pretty much is doing that shit nowadays. So let's go.
It also shows that poverty plays a huge role in how these same kids from these single mother homes are performing in life. You know, and to think that a woman should just have kids out of wedlock and just bring another man around because they can have a role model has nothing to do with the child's biological father. And that's sad that we are promoting this garbage. That a woman should just, oh, it's okay, she go out here and have kids by other men. Oh my God, just let her. So what? She's not married. Don't judge her and then get mad when another man, and then want another man to come around and be the kid's father. It doesn't work that way. There's something called DNA that child is going to emulate at some point in its life.
I know, but unfortunately, it does work that way because women are just gonna keep doing it. They'll do it forever.
Exactly.
I know they're just it's never gonna stop.
I'm not gonna let y'all misrepresent what I said.
Ever.
No one ever said that it was okay. No one ever said, because y'all you talking about me. I never said that it was okay. I never
glorifying single motherism as if they're
never.
I wasn't talking about
children.
Okay.
I did not glorify anything. I was stating facts.
Yes, that's not a fact.
Stating facts is glorifying.
You know what? I said I wasn't gonna do this. Raising better children. Show me a stat where single mothers are overwhelmingly the better parent.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. No, you're right. You are so right, lady.
I know I'm right.
And I'm gonna give it to you. You're right about that.
Yeah, I also agree. Women are terrible parents generally. Horrible parents.
The biggest abusers.
Yeah, I actually think sometimes the kids are better off when the parents are divorced, but not because the women are better parents, but because then the kids get some peace and quiet at the dad's house, but only if there's like 50-50.
Right.
Like no nagging, no complaining, no none of that. It's like peace and quiet.
Let me say.
That's crazy. Yeah, the whole single mother's trash bit. I think single moms got it tough, man. You know what I'm saying? I think they take on a job that they may, a lot of them not built to really, to do, you know what I'm saying? I mean, but the thing is, no matter what job they do, as long as CPS don't come take their damn kids, they can say they winning. They did the best job. They was the best mama. You know what I'm saying? And then, their kids say something different. Or the results of their children say something different. So, I don't know. I don't like saying women or mothers are, single mothers are bad parents. You know what I'm saying? Because I know some good ones. I know some damn good ones, But it seems like the numbers are showing that it's a problem, man. You know what I'm saying? You need the guys in there. I think kids need both. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even for, a single father action, I probably would pick the father that had the kids over the mother because, you know, he can provide, protect, and, you know, handle the other stuff you need to handle. But protecting, a lot of mothers fall short on that. You can't really do it, you know. So I don't know. It's definitely a discussion that's probably going to be had forever because I don't see it stopping no time soon. But I'm not going to go out and say single mothers are horrible. No, they're just not doing the best job that can be done. I think kids deserve the best job that can be done. I think people break up for petty ass, dumbass reasons, and they got in their mind that staying together for the kids is a bad thing, when it's probably one of the more honorable things, in my opinion, depending on how bad the relationship is. But let's keep going.
I would say this, because my kids were raised in a divorce home, the kids actually did better when they were with their father. That's just a fact. It's just a 100% fact. Even when it came down to discipline compared to when he disciplined, he didn't have to. I just talked to my kids, they're in their 30s. Yeah. He didn't have to discipline them the way I had to do it. His voice alone shut them down.
And it's always going to be like that, right? Because a man's presence is different than a woman's presence. We are nurturers. The way we handle things with our children are different. I don't think women as parents are horrible.
Well, if women are, I gotta come in. All right. I'll let you
are horrible parents. I think that single mother households struggle much more in raising their children. And the statistics do show that single parent households that are male leading are better. The kids end up better. And that's because the structure is different. We are here for the nurturing. That's why you need both.
Yeah, right? So I disagree. I'm going to drag it. I am going to drag it because if women are so nurturing, why do we keep killing kids? Yup. Women have aborted an eighth of the world population. That doesn't sound super nurturing to me.
But I
let you finish. My turn. Right. All right. So, and also women are more likely to abuse children. In fact, when there's child abuse, it is never the guy. Pretty much, if it's a man, it's usually a guy that the woman brought in. Oh, the woman brings in the new boyfriend. He abuses the kid, so that's still the woman's fault. This idea that women are nurturing. Well, what's your evidence for it? Other than we give birth, and anyone can do, like a dog can do that. So I don't think that makes us nurturing. I just don't see
biological makeup that women are nurturing, and I'm not saying all women are nurturing.
Here we go with the proof. I'm gonna start stealing this shit. Prove it, damn it. You said it, you gotta prove it. No, but I done seen this damn argument so many times. I can already tell you when she brings up that mothers are supposedly the most abusive, this, that, and third. I'm not arguing that she's wrong or right. I just know the argument so much that I know the best argument somebody comes back with is, well, that's because more children are in the custody of the mother. So, of course, there's more abuse coming from the women because the kids are with the mother most of the time. And it just goes back and forth. To me, honestly, I think human beings, both male or female, can have the capacity to be violent towards each other, towards a child. It's there. I don't think it's a man or a woman thing, a mother or father thing. You know what I'm saying? Who's more likely to be violent? Probably is the person that's around the most. You know what I'm saying? I think a mother probably will have to be more violent because she's going to do less damage when she does get violent. When a man get violent, that child ain't trying to get that again. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of why we're better disciplinarians. We know ways to get them to move without having to put our hands on them a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? And when we have to go there, they usually go the right path. But let's see where they go with this. Let me see what people are saying in the chat first. We got Red Lipstick Vibes in the building. What's going on, Red? Appreciate you for coming through. You know what? And that reminds me. I forgot to drop the link. I mean, I was cooking. I'm chilling. I wasn't really looking for somebody to hit the panel, but I don't mind if people do. So let me go ahead and drop the link in the chat right quick. Because, I wasn't even thinking about it. To be quite honest with you. So there it is. The link is pinned. And we're in business. So if anybody want to hit the panel, feel free to hit the link. Also, we got Red Lipstick Vibes gifting us another Untouchable membership. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Thank you for your donation. You are most honorable.
All right, we're doing good today. We got 3 down. We got 2 more to go. So let me alter this right quick. All right. So 2 more to go. Hopefully we can get them, man. Hopefully we make 1 goal. And I see my guy C Beezy in the building. I see his name, but I don't see where he wrote anything. Unless he was talking about C Beezy. I don't know. Shouts out to Fatty in the building. What's going on, sir? Appreciate you for showing up in the chat. You had a good show. I couldn't watch it all. I watched most of the beginning, but I'll watch the rest later or something like that. But shouts out to C Beezy. I don't see you, but I know you're in here. So shouts out to C Beezy in the building. But let's get back to this video right quick.
Of course, there are bad women out there, and there are also fathers who abuse their children. So we're not going to only say that only women.
I will say that most. It is a fact that the majority of abuse is done by women. Like, imagine, and I know, but it's.
We never say it all. We never say it all.
No, I actually didn't. I didn't, but I said the majority. I said the majority. Okay, are you trying to nitpick here? Or are you trying to understand what I'm saying?
You're making a statement.
Yeah, I know, but you're proving my point even further by the nagging. And see the so I'm not lying. I'm actually telling the truth. I am. So I mean, one out of three women have killed a kid, and the majority of abuse is done by women. You're the one that's misrepresenting that by saying I'm lying, because that's true. The majority,
you said man never abused
the majority. They rarely. There are women that
abuse children. And what we rather is the world is, if most women are so terrible and they're not nurturers, then why do we have a problem with them aborting children if they're not going to take care of them correctly and just abuse them and kill them once they're in the world anyway?
Okay, thanks.
Wow, how about not get pregnant? I mean, you got like 30 different versions of birth control. I don't get it. And shouts out to Fatty. I think they're doing the show on male birth control tomorrow, I think it is. Or is it on Ladies First? I'm not sure. But that's going to be interesting, because I've been hearing a lot about the male birth control or whatever. But as far as will I take it? I'm never the first person to try any new medicine. That's why I didn't get, the jab, because I'm like, hold up, I'm gonna wait and see. Because if people start having kidney failure and stuff like that, I want to, dodge that bullet if I can. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to this male, birth control, hey man, I will wait 3, 4, 5 years to see what it does. You know what I'm saying? If it works, then sure, I have no problem taking the pill, as long as there ain't no serious side effects. But if people start growing an extra finger or some shit like that, I'm good. So all y'all who want to be the guinea pigs, more power to you. Let me give a shout out to Butterfly 42 Red, who just hit the Cash App for $5. We got $5 on the $25 goal. So that means we're down to 20. We play the clip.
Thank you for your donation. You are most honorable.
Appreciate you, Butterfly. Appreciate you. Man, Jay Will's talking about, hell no, he ain't getting that birth control. I know that's right. I ain't messing with it. I got to see what the side effects are first. Let me edit this right quick. All right. Damn, I put the $sign in the wrong spot. I ain't gonna lie, I hate typing. Never liked it. Not even in high school. I don't even like typing on my phone. But you gotta do it these days or whatnot. Anyway, let's get back to the video and see where they go from here. We only got about 3 minutes left.
Good question. Good question.
Already, and we don't know her
Good question.
Because anything could have happened.
Good question.
She should terminate that pregnancy. And
I'd prefer
that she's not going to take care for.
I mean, I'd actually prefer she gives the kid. I'd actually prefer.
Why she gotta get pregnant?
It would be the best logical thing not to get pregnant. That's not real.
I would.
Right?
Okay.
But that's not realistic. That's not what's happening.
Okay, so I'd like to address a few things that you said. Could I do it without you interrupting me? Is that possible? Is it possible? I'm just asking because otherwise I won't even go. You know what I mean? It's okay. So when it comes to the abortion, I think it's actually very realistic to not get pregnant. And in fact, men have made it so easy to not get pregnant. Women said, I want to have casual sex. So the men said, here you go. Here's condoms. And then the women said, no, I want to let him hit it raw. And they said, fine, do that. Here's plan B. They still couldn't do it. They're like, just take this pill. The next day, can you take it? And they're like, no, we can't do that. And so then they said, all right, here's an IUD, 99% effective. You shove it up there and then you're done. You don't have to worry about this. Can you do that? The women said no. They said, here's a pill. Can you take this pill daily? Can you do it? And the ladies are like, no, it's too hard. They said, okay, we've done all this research. Track your cycle. You can only get pregnant a few days of the month. And the women said, no, we can't do that either. They're like, here's an ovulation stick. You can even track when you're ovulating. Here, you can track it on your phone. Can you do that? And the women said, no, that's too hard. Here's a stick for your arm. You can shove this in your arm. Can you do that and not get pregnant? And the women still said no. They said, okay, here's an abortion pill where you can just take the pill in the first month. Is that enough? Is that enough for you guys? And they said, no, that's still too hard. So yeah, I actually think it's tough being a woman because my gender just lets me down a lot.
Damn. You kind of, hey, y'all can hate all you want. She making a whole lot of sense. Kind of saying what I just said, man. Y'all got several ways to prevent pregnancy, man. None of them's good enough. I heard the pills make them fat. Same thing. They got a shot. The IUD though, that works. I know that works. I know a couple of chicks that use it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know why they won't do that. I think maybe they think it hurts or something. Not 100% sure. It's a female problem, so I don't worry about those things too much. But we got a woman in the back. Let's ask Zyrax what she thinks about all this. Let's bring it to the stage.
Arise.
Oh, she had a panic attack. Talking about 5 more minutes. You need 5 more minutes, Zyrax? She need 5 more minutes. Well, when you're ready, just hit, say what's up or something like that. But for right now, we're about to finish this video right quick. Then I guess we can discuss it after it's done. Let's get to it.
I mean, if we were so nurturing, we wouldn't raise such terrible kids. My sister works at a daycare, and she says she sees a stark difference between the kids with 2 parents and 1, or the kids with a dad in their life and that not. She says they're more rambunctious, they don't listen, they have no discipline. And, a lot of times women, I don't really find women, someone said that women have kids to put their trauma on them. And maybe that's somewhat true. I think women have kids more for the attention and the clout rather than wanting to raise another human being, where the men are really good people. So they, and men don't abuse their children en masse. There are exceptions, yeah, but overwhelmingly the majority of the time, women are the ones abusing children. It's over 50% of abuse is done by women if it's done.
Well, she went pearl on pearl, I guess. Interesting video, man. Probably should have watched the longer one, but it's all good. Shouts out to Doc Relief in the building, aka Doc Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you for coming through, my guy. We got Marcus Evans in the building. Salute to you, sir. Salute. And we got my guy T.O. in the building. What's going on, T.O.? Appreciate you for stopping by, stopping through. Yeah, but let's see what else we got in the kitchen. I wanted to because Fatty drops a new video every day now. A new little video at 7 o'clock in the morning. I missed today's. You know what I'm saying? I kind of wanted to watch it. So I figured we could do a little prelude and watch that joint, review that joint. And then we can go into the Myron Gaines video. And then we can get the hell up out of here because I got to still do a show tomorrow. I'm going to do a show on Sunday. And I'm probably going to do some more gaming on Saturday. Depends on how I feel. But more than likely I will because I need more practice on Call of Duty. I'm getting better. You know what I'm saying? Getting better. Not where I want to be at. Not where I was when I was playing it back on the Xbox One. But I'm getting there. I think I have like moments, you know what I'm saying, while I be in the zone and shit. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna watch this video because I remember watching this and this was kind of funny. So if you don't have results, shut the fuck up. Which is crazy because most people don't have results. Most people don't have them. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to get them like everybody else. But let me share my screen right quick. It's titled "You Are Not a Leader." That's what it's titled. This woman was trying to say Fatty wasn't a leader, which is cool. But I guess he took offense to that. So we're gonna see how he handled that shit and give our thoughts on it. Let's get it.
Go listen to Mr. Let Go. Go listen to Milk Ilkanali. I'm not a dating coach. I'm not a motivational speaker. And I have a very negative perspective about women and men when it comes to relationships, including y'all. So go ahead.
Okay, thank you for saying that. But at the end of the day, when it comes to you speaking in the future, the next time we have conversations and you talk about leaders, what makes you think that you are a credible person to listen to? What makes you think that we should listen? You're not a leader yourself.
Just 1 second. AUL, can you identify a leader?
Yes, I can.
Are you a leader?
I'm a well. I mean, so women, if you're talking about women,
no. Listen, you said I can talk about leaders because I'm not one. Are you a leader?
As a man.
Are you a leader as a man?
No, I'm not.
So you need to shut the fuck up.
No, what is that?
Absolutely.
Last week on the Untouchables Super Panel.
Well, go ahead, UL.
It's not only about that. I mean, how it sounds like you're saying who you are as a man, Fatty.
Yes.
That you're single. You will have sex with who and whenever that you want because you don't want a relationship.
Yes.
Okay. And that's what you're going to do. It's just continue having sex with multiple women until what? What kind of man do you think that makes you to a woman's eyes, though?
I don't give a fuck. My value. My 1 second. My value has nothing to do with woman.
You gotta answer it though.
I have family members to take care of. I have friends to take care of. I have business associates. 1 second, please. I could do whatever I want from now until 50 and still be the pick of the litter and get the woman that I want. I guarantee you.
No. Let me say something.
No. Why do you say no?
You said you can be with any woman when? After?
I can do this from 35 until 50 years old, do whatever the fuck I want, and still get the woman that I want, pick up the leader, be at 25, 30, 35, and still get her. What's the consequences?
You don't display yourself as a leader. You don't display yourself as a
They don't want a leader. They want a 50-50
Wait, let me finish. It's not that.
So I see what the problem here. Here, we have a woman who believes that she can dictate whether or not a man is a leader. The problem is they don't ever realize that you don't get to dictate that. You can decide if he can be your leader, but you don't decide whether or not he can be a leader because he could be leading somebody else besides you. Maybe somebody else agrees with his mentality. Maybe somebody else is perfectly fine with following his orders and doing whatever he asks. That would make him a leader. Now, a lot of people say leader. What they really mean to say is a good leader, a great leader, the best leader, because the expectations they have for a leader will be aligned with that. But you ain't got to be a great leader or the best leader or even a good leader to be a leader. You can be a bad leader, a poor leader, a weak leader, a dumb leader. But at the end of the day, you're a leader. You know what I'm saying? And it don't really take much to be a leader. All you have to do is be able to give an order and have at least one person do it. That's it. You're the leader. When one person looks to you for directions, you are the leader. It's not that complicated, you know what I'm saying, to understand, but somehow we all complicate that shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we get it confused because you see a woman bossing the guy around and shit like that. Oh, that must be the leader. But you'll find out who the leader is when the shit hit the fans. When the bills ain't getting paid, the person that's expected to pay it, probably the leader. When a problem comes up and that person is expected to fix it or expected to give direction on how to get out of that situation, that's the
Ice cream man, ice cream truck.
Uh-oh. Zyrax got the ice cream truck going on. But anyway, that's my opinion on what a leader is. I think it's very hard to debate that shit. But I would love if somebody would try. Anyway, we're going to keep going on with the video while Zyrax go chase the ice cream truck down. Let's get it.
They do. We are actually, you have a platform like this, and you have the nerve to, forgive me, but you have the nerve to talk so much down on women. When you are a man who's leading a life that seems like no purpose, and you're saying you're taking care of your family, that's beautiful. But
I'm not taking care of my family. My family, I come from actually good family. They take care of themselves. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, you brought that up just now, so I don't know. But what does it give you the right to put your opinions on other people when you're just having sex willy-nilly with no plan, no nothing to go on?
Don't care about age.
Women. It makes
because I have zero broken families. I'm not traumatizing these women. I'm not lying to them. I'm not bamboozling them. No, I'm not bamboozling. Like I am a man's man. I mean what I say. I mean what I say. I say what I mean. If I want to get pussy, I'll go get pussy. If I don't want to, I don't want to. And if a woman doesn't know, because that's not the value, because there's not a leader, go get somebody that will. It is what it is.
No, it's not a leader,
I never claim that I'm a leader. You know what I am?
No,
one second, please. 1 second, please. I never claimed that I am a leader, but I don't have to claim it. People around me know what's going on. And once again, these conversations are futile because you don't know me and I don't know you. Just the fact that I earn 7 to 10 times more than an average Portuguese person makes me the pick of the litter. I could be 7,000 pounds. Just if y'all woman in the United States saying, I want a 6-figure guy, right? And all of y'all open your legs and get married as soon as you guys get somebody that is on the upper echelon, that's double the income. If I earn 7 to 10 times the income on a Portuguese woman, what do you think this white woman wants? Do you think they don't like money? Do you think they don't like tall men? Do you think they don't like brown men? Do you think that they don't like men that put their foot down and says, bitch, go back home. I don't want to deal with you. So you tell me what a leader is. And for you know what a leader is? A man that does what a woman wants. I don't give a fuck about what you all have to say. If you're not my woman, if you are not my woman, you shouldn't listen to me. Point blank, period. Go listen to Captain Tezera. Just Captain. Captain. Go listen to Captain. Go listen to Miss Let Go. Go listen to Milton Ali. I'm not a dating coach. I'm not a motivational speaker. And I have a very negative perspective about women and men when it comes to relationships, including y'all. So go ahead.
So hold on. Okay. Thank you for saying that. But at the end of the day, when it comes to you speaking in the future, the next time we have conversations and you talk about leaders, what makes you think that you are a credible person to listen to? What makes you think that we should listen? You're not a leader yourself.
Just 1 second. AUL. Can you identify a leader?
Yes, I can.
Are you a leader?
I'm a leader. Well, I mean, you're talking about women.
No, listen. You said I can talk about leaders because I'm not one. Are you a leader?
As a man.
Are you a leader as a man?
No, I'm not.
So you need to shut the fuck up.
No, what is that?
Absolutely.
Why would you have to talk like that?
They don't like that Uno reverse. They hate that shit. When you use their own logic against them, they can't stand it.
Fatty's real good at that shit. But yeah, man, if you telling him he can't say anything, we shouldn't say anything because he's not a so-called leader in your eyes, then if you're not a leader in your own eyes, you probably shouldn't be speaking on it either. Then everybody should fucking be quiet. You know what I'm saying? Until everybody got to shut up unless you designate them as a leader. Like some people are very self-centered. You know, you find that in a lot of attractive people because the world seems to revolve around them in their own minds or whatever. So they think they call the shots. They determine what's this and what's that. And they can't see that sometimes they pretty much contradict themselves. You know what I'm saying? So it's funny to me. But let's keep going.
I don't know.
I don't know what Zyrak's talking about.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Nino.
Oh, we are going to do a business deal. One second. We are going to do a business deal right now. I'm not a leader. I will shut the fuck up. You are not a man, either a leader. Shut the fuck up too, and don't be doing diagnoses about you are not a leader when you are not one. You are not a man. You have no idea what being a man is. So respectfully, once again, play your position and don't be telling men that they are not the leaders because I know what you mean. For you, a leader is a man that does what you think a leader is. You are not in position for having a leader because if you were, you would have a kid. You'll be married and you'll be right into the sunset. You are just like me. UL. No, 1 second. UL. What are your results compared to mine? I will say this. I'm a loser. 35 years, don't have a girlfriend, and don't have kids. What are your results?
I didn't say you're a loser, first of all.
What are your results compared to mine?
Well, let me listen. You're not going to try to direct this conversation.
I asked you a question.
No. Wait a minute.
Man,
You're not
you ain't gonna let it talk.
You're not going to direct this conversation.
Oh man, look, Captain Save-A-Ho over here. Like they having two people talking while you interjecting. Like that's what you do when you debate. If you ask the question, you don't let somebody can see. When people do what she's trying to do, she's not trying to answer the question, and that's for a good reason. You know what I'm saying?
How do you know that?
Because that's what people always do.
Oh well.
Why not just
answer always the question? Well, that's what she was trying to.
No. Well, all right. Let's play a little further. Let's see if she answers the question.
Okay. Conversation into a negative place that you're trying to take it. I didn't speak the way I spoke because I'm trying to put you down.
No, we dare not.
Or say anything wrong about you because clearly you got offended. You clearly got offended. Let me a second because then you started speaking all shut the fuck up. No,
I will shut the fuck up too. Is how I talk. I will shut the fuck up. It's directed to me too.
I'm not a man. I'm not. Yes. I don't want to put myself in the leader position. That's why when you ask me that,
there was the captain again.
That's why when you asked me that question, I said, "Hold on. Are we talking about as women? Because I can say a role model.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to say a leader.
Okay.
I'm saying as a man, if you're saying as a man, if you're saying
isn't a role model a leader?
Not really. I think this yeah, I don't think so. Role model is just someone that you look up to.
Yeah,
not necessarily a leader.
A role model is somebody that leads by example. They play a role and they're a model for that role, and people try to strive to be that same way. So they're kind of leading, not necessarily giving orders, but leading by example. Hey, this is how you do this. This is how you conduct yourself. So in a way,
yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, in a way. Because see, you know how like there's like other, I have there are like other people that are like how like teen celebrities or even kid celebrities that are considered role models for like the younger kids, and so that's why I said not really, but I think I get your point though. I think you may be right.
Yeah, like let's say if you like basketball and your role model is Michael Jordan, and by some blessing of God or something, you meet Michael Jordan, you're able to have a conversation with Michael Jordan, and he says, "Hey man, you want to be good like me? You got to run 5 miles a day and shoot 1,000 shots in the gym." You don't think those words is going to motivate that kid to do that shit? It's kind of leadership. That's kind of leadership. So I don't know.
And I met him for real.
You say what? You met? Yeah, I know you did. You said? Didn't you say he was an asshole or something?
No, not Michael Jordan. No, Big Ben is an asshole.
Oh, okay.
The quarterback for the Steelers. Yeah, he's an asshole. bit. But anyways,
Did she answer the question though?
no, she had no, not specifically. To Fatty's questions. No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what they do. I mean, I've seen it too many times. Like when you ask a question, sometimes it's best to answer it and then add on your, after effects to it. But most of the time, because even if somebody say if I did something similar, because I've done it before, and somebody say answer the question, I would answer the question and then say what I had to say without a problem. But when somebody's kind of saying they really adamant about not answering that question right away before they say what they got to say, is because they're trying to bullshit you. You know what I'm saying? I don't really have a better way to say it. They bullshit me. And that's your way of trying to, nah, man, answer the question. I don't feel like hearing all that bullshit first. Tell me your answer, then give me the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's just a game, you know what I'm saying? And that's just a maneuver. So, when somebody is doing that and you're trying to stop him from doing that, and then you got the peanut gallery chiming in when he's not involved in the conversation at all. Want to say, especially when you're doing it for a woman. If you're doing it for a woman, you're Captain Saving them. If you're doing it for a man, you're only nuts. We know this.
Oh.
Well, let's keep going.
Saying that you're just having sex with any attractive woman, anyone
Yes.
that says I'll give you sex, you'll have sex with her.
That's not what I said.
You say it again.
I literally said I have standards, but if you're attractive, you're probably going just like most men.
Okay, well, you said you'll have sex with any attractive woman. You
That's
said
what you did say that, Fatty.
Any plans?
But I have standards. Go ahead.
And no plans of being in any relationship because you have respect me, you're this and that and the third. So you just seem like a person who has no. Where is the value? Where are you going? So you're saying where are you going with your mind? So who are you fit to lead as a woman?
I agree. I agree. I don't have no problem with what you said. Hey,
I would come and be like, well, you have no plan.
No, you don't know. I don't proclaim myself to be nothing. I don't give dating advice. I'm just a person with an opinion. I just have a platform, right?
Right.
I will listen to you. I don't think people should listen to me. I tell them all the time, take what that say as face value. It's just my opinion, my perspective around the world. I actually believe in you. People that don't have results like me, they should listen to me. I have a person with a do-rag because I have a fucked up hairline and I don't want to go to the barber and an anime t-shirt, right? I have nobody. But the question is, should women listen to you? Do you have results?
Women should listen to me, yes. And I'm not.
Why?
Women should listen to me because where I am today, I've learned a lot in my life. I have.
Are you married?
No, I'm not married.
Do you have kids?
No.
So what's the difference between you and me? I've been on this planet for 35 years. I learned a lot of shit too.
So that's a good point. So that's what I'm saying. Hitting the Uno reverse on it. You know what I'm saying? Just because he's talking differently than her, they both in the same boat. So what makes her better and more equipped to give advice than him?
Oh, well, it depends what the topic is, or depend what what you're trying to do. Give advice on what. And right here, they're talking about leader, not relationship, but leadership though, right?
Within relationships, right?
Yeah.
That's why is she married and all this, that, and the third is important because we're talking about leadership and relationships. So she's saying you don't have a marriage, you're not leading a family, so how can you talk about leadership? And his rebuttal is, well, you're not in a marriage, you don't have any kids, you're not leading anybody nor being led, so how can you speak about leadership? Does that make sense?
Yeah, but then a woman, but the woman is not, not usually looked at as like for like a leadership role. It's usually the man that's looked at, for the leadership role, not woman. Now, if the conversation was, like how to last in a marriage or something, then yeah, I get your point. To not listen to her because she doesn't have results, right? But then this is a conversation about leadership. What is the men's role in the relationship is to lead, right? And so that's why she's saying that maybe you shouldn't mention listening to you because you don't have results. I think that's a valid a point, but then it's not a knock on Fatty though because Fatty's not trying to lead in a relationship. Otherwise, he would have a relationship.
I don't even.
But that doesn't mean that he's not a leader though. again, because leadership, it's a quality, it's a quality. Like everybody has leadership skills, some leadership skills. I mean, if you've been like a manager or taking charge before, charge of a group, right?
But you just
And
said
so,
since he
I'm sorry,
doesn't
go ahead.
have any results, right? He shouldn't be talking about leadership within a relationship, which I don't agree with.
No, I didn't say that, just because Patty doesn't have a relationship, he shouldn't talk about it. Of course he can. But where I think um, she's just pointed it out that, that because Patty's not in a relationship, that men should, listen to him. Now, to me, I don't think she should have said that. Like, oh, nobody should listen to you. No, like we have people, you could listen to anybody. It's up to you if you want to take in what they say, or you don't. But that's not to say that a person shouldn't, have the right to say what they want to say. Like Patty said, yeah, we're all just on here giving our opinion. Like, don't dismiss me just because, I'm not in a relationship.
So you agree with Fatty then?
Yes.
No, I thought you was agreeing with her. Sound like you was agreeing with her.
No, I was just saying that it is a valid point with, what she said. That's it. I'm not saying I agree with her. It's just, I think it was I think it was a fair point.
What? That
because they're talking about leadership. Yeah, only because they're talking about leadership.
So then you agree with
That's
her?
it. No, I'm just saying it's just to me it's a valid point, but it's not to dismiss what Fatty said. You know what I'm saying?
So you saying both of them right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, see, it's not that it's right or whatever. It's just she, to her, she felt that no people shouldn't listen to Fatty because he's not in a relationship. Because again they're talking about leadership. A man's role in a relationship is to lead, and Fatty's not in a relationship. So she pointed that out, which I think is fair. What I feel like, and Fatty's saying that, like what I just said, that just because I'm not in a relationship, that's because I don't want to be. But if I could, then yeah, I could, get in a relationship, and I could, and I know I could lead the relationship like, you know, pretty well because Fatty has leadership traits and, have leadership skills. See, I agree with that.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna explain why I don't think her point is valid in a second. But
Okay,
first,
go ahead.
It's time for some super chats.
we got my guy T.O. in the building. Comes through with a $5 super chat. He says, she is telling a man he is not a leader and shouldn't speak on leadership. But if men are the leaders, why is she speaking on it? Good point. And let me explain why she doesn't have a valid point. Before a man ever gets in a marriage or, has a family or whatever, he has to be selected as a leader for that in most cases, right? The woman has to see something in him and decide, you know what? I like this guy. I'm going to make him my man. And then later on, go, you know what? I like this guy. I'm going to make him my husband. I'm going to accept him. I'm going to accept him as my husband. I'm going to follow his leadership. I'm going to have his kids and have him lead this family. This is all before he's actually in that role. So he has to have some leadership qualities beforehand. He doesn't get those qualities after he has it. He just has more, I guess, experience that you can kind of ground on, because there's some guys who actually have marriage experience and they're not good leaders. They're not good leaders within that marriage. They're just not good leaders. So I don't think that the results of being in said marriage validates your leadership skills or qualities. If that makes any sense.
I know. No, and that's what I said.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying her point is invalid. That's all I'm saying. That she didn't have a valid point. All she was doing was she was taking the fact that he isn't married and doesn't have any kids and using it as an insult. And then when he got offended and shot it back at her, she tried to play victim. No, I didn't mean it that way. I'm not. No, that's anybody's gonna take it like that. You know what I'm saying? Because for one, it's not true. Secondly, you don't know the man to say that shit. I can see if she known Fatty for years and they were good friends, and she said, Fatty, you're not a leader. She know him well enough to say that shit. But she just meeting this guy on the panel, as far as I know. Maybe they had a couple of conversations before this. I'm not sure. But she don't know him well enough to make that call. She's only saying it because she was triggered by some of the things he was saying. It's obvious to me. And so, based off that, then he got triggered.
No, I totally get it. I mean, like I said, I don't. To me, I feel like it's valid to point out that because he's not in a relationship, he's not leading anybody. Just okay. But then what I feel like it's wrong. What she did that was wrong was saying that because he's not in, just because he's not in a relationship, that makes him, that means he's not a good leader. So therefore, people shouldn't listen to him. That's wrong.
Mm. But again, just because he isn't leading anybody doesn't mean he can't lead somebody. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yes.
Oh, we saying the same thing. Okay. But let's play a little more of the video.
Go ahead. Yeah.
So we both learn things. Why am I not? One second. A question is, why me being 35 years on this planet, knowing a bunch of things, getting money, building team after team, accomplish a bunch of things, and people shouldn't listen to me, but you are exactly on the same track as mine. Why should people? You're not? How old are you?
You and I clearly have different mindsets.
How old are you?
I'm 34. But
so
wait, before you continue.
No, I will say this and then you got it. I've been on this planet for one more year than you. Both of us don't have results at all. Why should people listen to you and not me? Please explain.
Okay. I do have results. I've used my experiences to make me the woman I am today, which is a woman who has high value, which is a woman who believes in God. I have a direction. I don't just choose to have sex with anybody willy-nilly, and I'm not married because I'm waiting on a leader for God to send me this leader. So I'm not gonna go and have sex with any man. I don't want to have a child unless I am married. So no, I'm not going to. That's where I am today. I've made choices in the past. No, I'm not a perfect person, but I will not lead somebody into society today without giving them a proper plan to succeed. You're not giving any successful advice to anyone. You have a very negative output on relationships, on women, on men. You don't give equality of anything. It's always the woman. Always the woman. It's never the men who have any problem. If somebody will say, oh, you know what? It's both of them. You will go crazy to say, no, it's not both of them. It's the woman. I'm not saying I'm any better than you. And again, I'm not a leader. I'm not anything like that. But I will lead a woman to teach her how to be with a man because of what I've learned from God, what I've learned from my experiences. I can teach her and tell her how to be in a relationship. So I would say I have a little bit more credibility than you.
Y'all got the same results. So I don't get it. Like, and then she's saying stuff that she don't really know. She don't know if Fatty been in a long relationship or not. She don't know a lot. And do you agree that Fatty blames everything on the woman?
Yes.
But I've heard him blame things.
I know. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Sorry, Fatty. I'm just kidding.
No, don't make him come up in this panel. Yeah, I've heard him go on men too. You know what I'm saying? He may go more on females, but
yeah, which makes sense.
Yeah, you can say the same thing about most women. Most women, I haven't really heard a woman take a blame for anything, and when she do, she get called a pick me. So I know one thing.
Someone's doing donuts.
Yeah, I hear it, but it's all good. I thought it was a dog for a second. Oh, hold up. I got to knock at the door. Oh, it's my guy, the legend, Lou himself. Let's bring him to the stage.
Arise.
What's going on, Lou?
I gotta go get my food outside.
Oh,
but whatever the women are saying, they're wrong.
All right, well, let's get to it. We got a little bit more. Well, how much? We got like 6 more minutes. Let's get another minute and a half.
I do agree with you, though, Nino, that, yes, she does not have more credibility than Fatty. I don't know why she said that, but I do agree with you right there, on that point.
Hey, to me, it sounds like she's trying to insult the man. He tapping into her ego a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So now she's trying, I got more than what you got. My dick's bigger than yours. Let's keep going.
Give relationship advice or to speak to a woman or to speak to a man than for you who's saying go have sex with anybody because you don't give a damn about life.
Okay, so I'll pass the microphone to the panel after we're done with this. I'm just going to say this, right? Quality products don't sit in the shelves for years. Quality products are scooped up as soon as they hit the shelf. If you releasing Jordans, that shit will be on the store 1 hour and is sold out. If you are high value, why nobody picked you? Why nobody of value picked you? No, one second, please.
Market me like we market the food.
The question is,
you heard what she said, Fatty?
if you let me feel like, because I let her finish. I let her finish. I talk what I talk. I just want to say this.
Okay, she just say what
she just said. If you are high value, why no man of value picked you?
I just told you. You try to compare me to a food. Put me in front of a shelf and market me in front of 1,000 people who can watch me every day.
How many subscribers do you have on IG?
I have 35,000.
Also, you have 30,000 subscribers and not one good man.
Hold on a second. We're not. First of all, what makes you think that I respond to every man in my DM?
Litmus test?
I'm not.
Hey, Yuel. I've been a YouTuber for 2 years, right? I have 7,000 subscribers just right now. You can ask Ali. You can ask Diesel. Woman through pussy and me left and right. Portuguese people that come here. Woman on the chest come here. We brought woman from TikTok. Oh my God! Like, is week after week, month after month, and you are telling me with 30,000 subscribers on IG, and you are an attractive woman and all that, you can get nobody to cuff you? How?
Who said I can get anybody to cuff me? First of all, I make the choice. I will see who is qualified for me to speak to. I don't just go and talk to anybody in my DMs or whatever. I don't. First of all, I don't even look at my DM request. So we could cuff it there. Second of all, you may think 1 million people are hitting me up every day. They're not. Actually, a lot of men are intimidated to reach out to me.
Oh, they're intimidated? Why?
Yes, they are. This is another thing that we've talked about. I just posted this on my thing. A lot of men have a depiction about pretty women to me. They feel like, oh, it's this, it's that, and the third. So I'm not getting as many messages.
You think that's cope? That sounds like cope to me. This isn't going around, so it must be you. It's your problem. You're intimidated by me. That's why these men ain't hollering at me. They intimidated by me.
Bro.
I don't know.
These women are hilarious.
Can't be my attitude. No, it's not that. They're intimidated. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to my guy D in the building. Hit us with a $5 super chat. He said, "Boot Zyrax. Time to turn this show to Hokage talk.
Nice.
The untouchable version of King talk. Joking, I wouldn't do that to my sis. Why am I typing like Jack?" Hey man, this might be Captain what is it? Captain Jack Simpson's falling off on me. I don't know.
Appreciate you, D.
Appreciate you, D. You get a appreciation video.
Thank you for your donation. You are most honorable.
Yeah, but I'm sure people holler at her. She just don't pay him no mind. They ain't the guys she wanted.
Are you saying that men don't get intimidated by pretty women?
Not most of them, no. Especially over certain age. You know, a guy, in my opinion, that get intimidated by a pretty woman, that's a young guy. It's a guy who hasn't got his confidence together yet, you know. But most of the time, especially, you know, she's 30-something. So if she's dealing with, you know, men in their late 20s, early 30s, I don't know why you're intimidated by her. She looks good. She don't look that damn good.
Bro, if you've ever had a sister, which I have, by the way, shout out to sis, especially pretty ones, it's good because you realize how nasty these bitches actually are. Half of the time, she hasn't even taken a shower yet. You know what I'm saying? Like,
family.
You see the bitch made up and all this? 3 days, no shower. room full of pizza boxes.
Damn.
You know, like, bro, these women are nasty, bro. Half of the time.
Man, this is the second show I done been on where it's talking about some nasty chick. You know what I'm saying? I was on Red Lipstick Rise where dude was talking about chick had mold in the sink, sleeping on box springs, funky house. And you know what? It don't surprise me because being as though I done worked in the fast food industry when I was younger, a lot younger, that female bathroom was atrocious every time. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it, but they would tear that bathroom up. That you think men have a problem with missing the sink? I don't know how these women miss the toilet. They miss the toilet. They leave sanitary napkins everywhere. It should just be disgusting,
bro. Like, men are minimalists, so like a woman will be like, men are nasty because the nigga got one bed on the floor, a TV, and a PlayStation, right? But that shit is neat. It's organized. Man, one time I walked into a pretty girl's room, bro. I couldn't, like, you know when you step on boxes as soon as you come in to the location?
Yeah.
Immediately. I'm like, yo, why am I stepping on cardboard boxes and shit? You know what I mean? Like, oh, men never change their what do they call them shits that stay next to the window?
What, they screen? Or to stay by the window?
The curtains, yeah. Men never change their curtains. Yeah, at least we washed them. Men don't care about switching the fucking colors and shit. But at least the room is relatively clean. Women, bro, women's bathrooms, you touched on the bathroom thing. Oh my God, bro.
Yeah. Like, everybody got nightmare stories about women not being clean. I haven't ran across that too much in my life. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Lord. But I hear stories.
Bro, I'm telling you. It's crazy.
Let me play a little more of this video. Let's get it.
Messages as you think I'm getting based off of my Instagram page. Okay, like I don't know what you think if a million men is coming at me, and the ones that do, I feel like are not qualified for me to be with, and that's the end of the day. That doesn't because somebody hasn't found me yet. That doesn't mean that I'm not high quality. You're not gonna market me like you market a fish.
So why can you apply that to me?
Apply what?
Just because I'm not big doesn't mean that I'm not high quality. Why can you apply that to me?
Well, because of who you just said you are. You're telling me that you're a man who will just have sex with any woman because she's beautiful. You don't talk to her. You don't want to know who she is, where her mind is. This woman could be a killer. Y'all ain't watched one of them movies. This woman could try to poison you. She's not going to look at you as a man who is high value because you don't value your own body because you finna just give her whatever. That's to my opinion, but y'all think men should have sex with who and whatever. I think that's nasty. I feel
well, spoiler alert.
That's you right there.
Men of value have sex with multiple women all the time, every time. And one thing that you don't understand about men, and this is why you actually are clueless about men. Good men want coochie, bad men want coochie, tall men want coochie, short men want coochie, the religious men want coochie, the atheist men want coochie. Men want coochie. Is in general. You can meet a good.
I think men want coochie. I'm not sure. I think they want coochie.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he was trying to say. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's what he was trying to say. But yeah, women act like they're oblivious to the man's sex drive, man. I was watching not a documentary, but I guess an educational piece, and he was talking about the difference in testosterone in men versus women, and how testosterone is the driving force for sex drive. And we have like 70% more testosterone. We just want it more. I think some women are up there, don't get me wrong, but some women got higher levels of testosterone. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, especially when you're young, man, the sex drive is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I remember times I was ready to scratch the wall. You know what I'm saying? Because I was trying to get into something. So.
Oh yeah, when I was young, I was a monkey.
Yeah, it calms down when you get older. You know what I'm saying? But when you like 18 to 25, shit, you trying to get anything and everything that tickles your fancy. You know what I'm saying? You trying to get it.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying?
And no control at all.
The thing is, and this is what she's doing that I don't like that women do, we get shamed for our natural. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're held to a standard that most men are going to fail at. You know what I'm saying? So they always get to point their finger and say, look what you're doing. Look what you're doing. You're doing it wrong. When the whole time y'all doing the same damn shit. Y'all doing the shit and could get pregnant behind it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I played that video earlier. Because I really believe that if men were the one getting pregnant, shit, we probably wouldn't have survived as a species. That's a whole different. Ain't nobody trying to go through that pain, but women like playing that Russian roulette. So do guys, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, when you hit a girl raw, man, you know, you be a little worried after a while. You know, you got that whole month, you be like, damn, I hope she ain't, you know, I hope she ain't get knocked up. Damn. You know what I'm saying? And some people
Yeah.
Some people got lucky, some people didn't, you know.
One thing that women do that I find very interesting is, because I know better, right? Because I've lived half of my adult life after 1 a.m. Like, I've lived more at night than during the day, literally.
Same here.
And I've learned that there's a whole world after 2 a.m. You know, after the clubs close, after technically the night is over, there's a whole economy after 2 a.m. And most of these women want to make you believe that no one is hitting that, but somebody's hitting that, right? You just don't know. But yo, because you know she's trying to be like, oh, the men, oh, but nobody has found me. Nah, somebody has found those watery guts. Somebody is in them watery guts right now as we speak. Why you lying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she probably got a dude that she fucked, but she knows she can't do nothing serious with. So he can just get the call, or if he call and she ain't doing nothing, he can come over and shit like that. You know, that friend, you know what I'm saying? That everybody's afraid of, you know what I'm saying? So she probably got one of those. I don't know her to say for a fact, but if it was to come out that she did, I wouldn't be like, oh my God, for real? Like, after you said all that, I don't believe that.
Yeah, like they just want to make the world believe that they are not whores, but they are all whores.
We're not.
That's why you tell them Zyrax, not whores, okay? They're just promiscuous. Some of them.
Whores
Whores get
whores. Get it.
Let's play a little more of this video.
Guy, and he will want to fuck you on day one because he's a man. The same way all y'all women, no matter if you're white woman, black woman, tall woman, short woman, want money, resources, protection. We like coochie. So you are not going to shame me from doing what every powerful man did on the history of mankind.
No.
If they have opportunities, you will take it. And you know why I don't listen to women? Because if I was an incel, you'll be calling me a virgin. So there's no win with y'all. If I didn't get no bitches, the first thing woman says is, you are a virgin, you get no coochie. So even 1 second. So if I had no bodies in her experience, a woman will tell, you don't get no bitches, so you can talk about woman. But if I'm getting them, I shouldn't be talking either because you get too much.
That's not true. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with your.
Zyrax, what you think about that? I know your opinions don't be the general opinion, but what do you think about a man? Let me ask you a question first.
Okay,
what do you think about a man being like a 35-year-old virgin? Do you think, would you look at him like he was weird, or would you be like, oh, that's good?
A 35-year-old, it depends. Like, if he's religious, then yeah, I could sort of see that. Like, if he's not a religious guy and he's had like no relationship, I wouldn't, it's not that I would look at him weird, but kind of like odd. You would want to ask, like, why? Like, how is it that you're 35 and you've not had like one relationship? As in the virgin part, like that doesn't like that doesn't mean anything, like it doesn't change like how I look at the person. But then no, I'm not. It's the relationship part. It's not the have you slept with anybody? Like, no.
See, I want to ask a different question, but you married, so I don't know if it'll, if you could take your mind there. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead. Ask anyway.
So let's say you were single, right? And you
Mm-hmm.
had this virgin, you know what I'm saying? He's 35, pushing 40, 35, 40 years old. He's a virgin. He believes in God, but he's not really that religious, you know what I'm saying? He don't go to church every Sunday, you know what I'm saying? He make it what he can, I guess. And he just a virgin. You ask him why, and he says, "Oh, I just haven't found the right one." Would that be more appealing to you, or would that be like a red flag?
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't necessarily be like a red flag right away. Like if I like again, I would still want to dive in, a little bit, like ask him questions like why is that? If he's been dating around and just no one has been, you know, he just hasn't found like the right one, then that's okay. But if he's never made like an effort, then yes, that would be sort of be like a red flag. But if he's made effort and the woman that he's just been attracting or come across is just not like his type or whatever, that's understandable.
So you're saying if he was 35 and he was like, all this time he'd been like, yeah, I don't even want sex. I'm not even gonna try to get it. And now he hits 35, 36. He's like, you know what? I think I'm ready now. At that point, you're saying he's a red flag?
No, I wouldn't. I personally wouldn't consider it a red flag.
That's what you just said. I just explained what was what I said different than what you said?
No.
You said if he had been actively trying but just hadn't found it, you wouldn't look at that as a red flag. But if he wasn't actively trying and he was still a virgin at 35, that would be the red flag. So I described that. I was like, okay, you got a guy that's 35, and all this time, he just didn't want to have sex. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to even experience it or anything like that. And now here it is. He's 35, 36. He's like, you know what? I think I'm ready now. I'm ready to get out here and experience sex with somebody. The right person, of course, but experience it. Would that be a red flag?
Well, yes.
Why?
Because again, words are important. Now, if you said relationship, then my answer would have been no. But you said sex, so that means that he's just looking for sex. He's not looking for relationships.
But he's looking for one now.
Yeah, he's just looking for sex. So no, I'm not gonna. He's not the one for me. See, it depends on what the woman is looking for, right? If she's looking for a relationship, then then again, it's a red flag. But then if she's not, if she's looking for a good time, then yeah, she might not see anything wrong with it because she's just looking to have sex too. So it all depends on what you want.
Or if he's trying for a relationship, right? Because I did say he's looking for the right one. You know what I'm saying? So he's trying.
Yeah, but you said sex though, not relationship.
Yeah, he wants sex. Yes, he wants all that. He wants the relationship. He wants sex. That's what he wants. He's being upfront with it. Some niggas act like they ain't trying to get it when the whole time they are. That's what you want? That's what you prefer? The guy who's faking like he ain't even want it, and for real the whole time that's what he wanted?
There's a difference between, sex means it's just one and done. That's sex, one and done. Relationship means, yeah, of course you want sex, but then you just want sex with that one person.
And most men don't want a one and done anything. They might not want a whole relationship, but they definitely want to just hit that once. If they just want to hit that once, it's either because that shit wasn't hitting on nothing or that chick was ugly.
No, you guys always say, oh, new pussy is better than old pussy.
What that mean?
Isn't that what you guys always say? That new is better than old?
That doesn't mean hit it and quit it.
Oh, come on.
It does. How does that equal?
Okay. Okay. So are you saying that you guys are actually, wanting relationships? It's not just sex. Sex is like the cherry on top. Is that what you're saying? Majority of men want that?
I'm saying all men.
Or is it just sex? That's
all men want sex. Some men want both, the relationship and sex, but they definitely want the sex. If they gotta have the relationship to get the sex, they'll do it. You know what I'm saying? So sex is always on the table. And some men, when they hit that, even if they just don't want the relationship, they still will hit it multiple times. That's how you end up with these friends with benefits. You know what I'm saying? That's how you end up with these complicated situations, because the guy's just hitting that, but he never committing. But they care about each other, but they're not together type shit.
That's why I would always say it depends on what you want. If the woman wants relationship, then and the guy just wants sex, then of course she's gonna see him as like a red flag because she wants relationship. She wants more than just sex.
Okay, so he
You
wants
know,
a
That's a
relationship
lie.
too.
That's another lie. Lie number
Shit.
2.
But that's what I'm saying. He wants a
that's
relationship
not a
too.
lie, Lou.
Well, I feel like we going like around the corner and down the block to just admit what we all
I'm
know. That
telling
is
you,
no
man.
pluses for a man being 35 and a virgin. You know what I'm saying? So what
That's it.
they do is
That's it.
she sitting here
That's
saying that
it.
if it's this, then if that's all he wants. And I'm sitting here saying he wants both, and she still keeps saying the same thing. Come
Trying
on,
to go around shit.
it's not beneficial to be a virgin at 35. You know what I'm saying? And I really think even if he tried and failed, it's still going to be a red flag to most women.
Shit, we don't want to say the truth on YouTube because we gonna get canceled for real, for real. But hey, you know what I'm saying? Start as early as possible. That's all I'm gonna say.
Let me get back to the
Yeah,
video.
maybe I'm not the right person to answer that then.
No, I mean, just answer honestly. That's all I ask. Just tell the truth. It is what it is. I mean, and that's what
Well, that was
men,
my honest answer.
maybe, it's tough because I think y'all lie to yourselves. Once you lie to yourself, then everything you say based off that lie is a lie as well.
It's
Oh
all
my God.
lies. It's like that government. It's like that government program that Mr. Snow. Oh, that's all I can say on YouTube. That Mr. Snow released to the public. The government will track your call to someone else's phone, and then someone else's phone will get tracked, and then everyone's phone gets tracked. You know what I'm saying? It's a lie after a lie after a lie after a lie. It's all connected. It's all lies. It's literally all lie. Like women lie to themselves so much, bro. Oh, we want relationships. Lie. We don't like sex. Lie.
No woman will ever say they don't like this sex, right?
I've
Of
literally
course.
heard that shit multiple. Nino, please. Haven't you heard this shit multiple times?
Yeah, I've heard it before.
I'm asexual. I'm. What do they say? I like the mind. I'm attracted to the.
Abiosexual.
Man, shut the fuck up. Man. Sabio, whatever that means.
Yeah, man, they like water, man. And one day the tide is high, the next day the tide is low.
Oh Jesus.
I'm just saying, you gotta get in the rhythm with a woman, then you get to understand it. But every woman got a different rhythm, so you end up confused from chick to chick. That's why I ain't the one to be dealing with a bunch of brothers. I could do it. Don't get me wrong, I could do it. I don't want to do it. It's not worth my time. Sorry, not worth the headache. Not gonna have 2-3 females give me a heart attack.
I understand. We're not worth it to you. Go ahead.
No, I ain't worth it to you. Who gonna have a heart attack? Who gonna have a heart attack fucking with my bullshit?
We don't have heart attacks because we take care of ourselves.
Nah, the thing is, I take care of myself now, you know what I'm saying? But stress kills.
Yes, it does.
Bro, stress does kill.
Okay, so you try to be as healthy as you want to be.
Bro, if I tell you guys what the women in the condominium where I live at, what they agreed to do, you will literally delete yourself. Yeah, like Nino, let me tell you what they did real quick before you continue. Right? My mom says to me, Lou, we're gonna run out of water. I was like, oh shit, there's a problem with the government. What do we gotta do? Right? She goes, no. We decided, by we, she's talking about the women, we decided to stop paying the water so that the people that were not paying the water already can start paying the water when the water gets cut off. I said, Mom, you guys are retarded. That's what they do. They create, man, I was so tight, bro. they create their own bullshit, you see, in their head. And then they make decisions that are retarded to the whole community. It's insane. I guarantee you, if there was men around, nobody would shut the water off.
Yeah. Sometimes y'all can be difficult. But I was trained by the best. So, like I said, it's funny to me, right? Because I'm sitting here saying why I just only deal with one woman, and Zyrak's still trying to make an argument out of it. He should be like, yeah, I know. You're right. You should only deal with one. Nope, that ain't what we got. Because we keep more healthy. Crazy. Like, you kidding me? There's plenty of unhealthy women out here.
I know.
Oh my God, the women are the most unhealthy ones. Holy shit.
Maybe. I ain't no doctor. I ain't look up the stats. But yeah, it's a lot of health issues across the board, if you ask me. But let me play this last little bit of the video. Then we can get to the, I don't want to say main event, but maybe the more entertaining. Let's get it.
Mindset and how you
most women are not going to convert
your mouth. If you are a man who has never had woman and you haven't had woman, but you're speaking like you can direct the woman, you're speaking like you have discipline within yourself. Why wouldn't we listen? We listen to good.
No, ma'am, that's not true, ma'am. That's not. I'm sorry. Can I just interject real quick? So the fact of the matter is
a chance to go around, and then we go to the main event. And before, this is not personal.
No,
I'm your. No, I know. I'm just saying this. No,
that's what you do.
No. The thing is, we had probably 5 women rage quit and never come back on the last 3 weeks, and you are on our best behavior. We're not going crazy on nobody. We're treating everybody with respect. All that. I'm just telling you so you know this is not personal, but I will mirror energy. So when people question me, I am very okay with responding to their questions, but I will question you back. Okay, that's all I'm saying. It is what it is. Go ahead.
Oh, that was that.
James. Patty's funny.
Yeah, it's a funny guy. But the next video, that was impromptu. I remember that. I think I watched that live, matter of fact. But and I haven't seen her around in a while, so guess maybe she took it personal. I don't know. But yeah, this Myron joint. I know I watched it, but I barely remember it. But I know he was going back and forth with this feminist or whatever. She wasn't saying things that were too smart, in my opinion. But I found it interesting. I think she got mad at the end. Somebody got mad. I don't know. It's got to be entertaining if I saved it. So we about to check it out as soon as I get to it. All right. Let me share my screen.
A protector, provider, and want a guy that can be the leader. You're saying I want equality, and I'm like, cool, that's you, but a majority of women don't want that.
Everything you just said, you're saying, oh, this is objectively true. So define being objectively true. Go ahead.
You just did. It's true regardless of what parameter you try to put on. Whether I say it or someone else says it, it's objectively true. 1 + 1 is 2. He could say it, I could say it, you can say it. It's true.
Yeah, but your 1 + 1s don't always equate to 2, though. Like you're.
What? If you were a guy talking like this, you wouldn't make it in the world. If I took your brain and put it in a dude's body, you'd be fucked.
Myron Gaines obliterates the delusional worldview in this heated debate over women actually wanting a provider versus being an independent woman, as Myron Gaines does not hold back and completely wrecks this modern woman for not living in reality. Let's get in.
So what I'm trying to say is y'all are putting us between a rock and a hard place. There's nothing we have said in this whole entire podcast that y'all have acknowledged, validated, maybe here or there y'all have. But y'all want us to listen to everything y'all saying, and I just don't think that's fair.
Because most of the things that you said don't make sense or aren't true.
According to
everybody in the
reality.
According to these losers.
Okay.
Oh,
What did
wow.
you say that we invalidated? Go ahead.
She didn't know them.
The fact that women are not nobodies, the fact that women's status,
What?
I
We didn't
think.
say all that, bro.
Yes, you
No
did.
one
You
said
said
that.
women are. You said women are retarded.
No, I
you
said
women
men.
are no one.
No, hold on.
Men are retarded.
Yeah, I also said men are retarded too.
Yeah, he did.
I like that you said that. But no, I said women. I said men don't care about a woman's status when it comes to relationships and attraction. Not a metric for us.
So, what do you think about the movie Pretty Woman?
Oh my gosh, bro. Movie, bro.
I've never seen that movie.
Art imitates life. So,
No, that's
you've never seen that movie?
I've never seen Pretty Woman. No.
Okay, so basically, it's about a rich, wealthy man.
Yep.
He wifed a
who-
hooker.
Yeah. So, what do you think about that?
That most men
That kind
prefer
of
to not be with a promiscuous woman.
Okay, but
TV is not real.
okay, but art imitates life. So
You paused it right there. Oh, you know what? Art imitates life. That sounds good. But even though that this ain't got nothing to do with the show, but it reminds me of the argument that rap music is bad for the black culture and shit, and that it's making people do this, it's making people do that. But it always get me to think, well, what came first, the gangster rap music or the gangsters? And always the gangsters came first, and then they decided to rap. You know, so to
Like
me,
the chicken or the egg.
yeah, but to me, it's simpler than that because you know where it started. It started from people actually doing that shit and then rapping about that shit, and then it took off from there. And of course, you got fake people along the way, but for the most part, it's basically people hear a beat and they start talking about shit that they feel through their own life, what they see and what they witness.
I don't know why she said Pretty Woman. That was so dumb. She just proved Myron's point that men don't care about status. A rich guy, marries a prostitute. Yeah, apparently, because if men cared about status, then he wouldn't have gotten with the hooker.
It does make that point, and the sad thing is they don't know it because they never watched the movie. So they're like, "What the fuck is he talking about?"
Oh,
I haven't even watched the whole movie, but I know what it's about. I know it has Julia Roberts in it, and I forgot who the dude is.
Richard Gere.
Richard Gere, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I've seen the movie.
I haven't, and I don't plan on it. To be honest, with you. Let's play a little more of this video.
movies are art. They're artistic expression and creation and creativity.
No, they're constructs to fucking confuse you. That's what they
to
are.
brainwash you to be a hoe.
No comment.
So when you're a hoe, you don't get married in real life.
Are any of you married?
Not to.
No, but once again, that's not the metric of success for us.
It's not.
So you would date a bum off the street?
Holy shit.
We will fuck the average girl on the street if she's
Okay,
hot.
okay.
So what does that say about you?
Hold on. Who controls sex, men or women?
Woman.
Okay. Who controls relationships, men or women?
Woman.
Men.
Men.
I don't agree with that.
You said it a second ago. To become a fiance, he has to propose. You said this earlier in the show.
Yeah, but I have to say yes.
Yes, but
Or
he has
no.
he has to present the opportunity for you.
You can't force him.
But I'm still the one with the final
But
say.
you can't force him, though.
You can't become a wife until a man designates you as that.
Yeah.
Is my point. And I can't have sex unless you designate me as a potential
Yeah,
suitor.
but that's Western, like you said, Western practices, right? We in the Western hemisphere, we in America,
it's
right?
how
That's
it's always been.
okay, but maybe that's not necessarily always true.
Women control sex, men control relationships.
She went to college?
Men don't control relationships because they wouldn't be able to be.
The way she debating reminds me of somebody. You.
That was messed up, Nino.
No, because I'm not saying you would say what she's saying, but I'm saying her debate tactics, like everything you say that this is this way. She's like, well, maybe it's this way. You know what I'm saying? Well, maybe it's that way. You know what I'm saying? That's not necessarily true. And then you'll be thinking of a way that it's not true and shit. It's like
I don't do that.
what it say.
I am offended.
You're like, I'm going to disagree. How am I going to disagree with this? That's how it seems like.
Every time I disagree, it's because I have, again, it's because I have a point. I don't disagree just because I want to be a contrarian or anything like that.
No, and I don't think that she wants to be a contrarian. I think it's just in your nature. You get in that mode, and it's just I don't agree with anything.
Okay. So, all right, if you're talking about style, maybe, right? Because I don't know what, like, I don't think I have a style, but if you're saying that the way she debates is like my, how I debate as in my style, then okay.
It's like,
but go ahead.
What I'll say is she's not the only one that does that. It's a lot of, that's how they do it. It's just different ways, different words, different levels, but it's pretty much the same maneuver.
Okay.
But
usually when I speak on something, it's because I would say I'm like 90% sure that it's well, I take it back. I was gonna say 90% fact, but it's usually just our opinions on it, right? But then what she said right there that was wrong because she was like, oh, we live in the Western Hemisphere and stuff. Like, well, yeah. She said no.
You know what I'm saying? So what is she talking about? She's moving the goalposts all the way. She's trying to find somewhere where she's right. And I don't even think she's aware of it. She's just naturally, because she's in that mode of being.
So you're saying because she doesn't like the way Myron's saying it, so that's why she's pushing back?
Not even so much that she don't like it. That's part of it, but I think she don't like what he's saying. So she wants to disagree with everything he's saying.
I may not like, like, because hard truths sometimes are, bitter, but, I'm not going to push back just because it's bitter. I would only push back if I feel like what you said is not a truth, unless, you proved it to me that it is a truth, then of course I'm going to take it in. Like, I have no problem conceding when I'm wrong. No problem at all. As long as it's the truth, as long as we agree on, the same thing, I'm not gonna push back just because I feel like it. Jesus, Nino. Like I said, I'm still offended.
All right. Well, I apologize until I point out when you do it, okay?
All right, then. Deal.
Be in a relationship without a woman, and they can't control women. That's the problem. That's why y'all mad. Y'all can't control women. Y'all want to.
Man, women seek relationships. Men seek sex. For a woman to get a relationship, she must go through a man. For a man to get sex, he must go through a woman.
Women seek equality. That's the only thing we seek the entire time.
No,
yes.
seek equality. You do.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna speak for myself. I don't know nobody here, but I know me. At the end of the day, if I'm in a relationship with someone, I just want them to treat me as their equal. I don't want them to cheat on me. I don't want them to tell me my opinions don't matter. I don't want them to tell me that I'm dumb. I want them to treat me as an equal, because if there's one thing that we do have in common is that we're humans.
Okay,
and
so you're okay with going 50-50?
If you cut me open, I'm gonna bleed just like you bleed. We have majority of the same organs besides our reproductive.
Fantastic. Okay, so are you okay with going 50-50 on the bills?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you okay with if some physical confrontation reveals itself that you fight half the time and he fights half the time?
Yes, that's called a battle buddy. That's being in the field with your partner.
What the fuck?
You asked me earlier. No, yeah. I mean, I told you I grew up in the military. No, it's not. It has nothing to do with being in New York. It has to do with growing up in a military household and learning what it means to actually have a partner.
That's cool. So you want an equal partnership. I would argue that most women don't actually want that. So you might be an exception. But once again, what did I say before? You interpret a lot of the things I say through your own lens.
Facts. What other lens am I supposed to interpret it through?
You know what's crazy? This just goes to show that people are selfish. Especially.
Wow. She act like she don't know what speaking in general is.
Yeah, I don't know.
How else do I look at it other than everything has to revolve around me? No, like, think about everybody else. What do you? I think the problem is women got more tunnel vision. They don't be paying attention to the same shit men pay attention to.
You don't know. You know what it is? It's sometimes it has to do with the way the question is being asked. And so sometimes it feels like you're asking like sort of a personal question. So like we have So therefore, like we will like answer it through like our lens, right? Because we think, I mean, because we're here, we're just giving our opinions, and our opinions is through, yeah, we, yeah, our opinions just comes from like, yeah, our experience and our perception, perspective in life.
Okay, so let me ask you a question, right?
Yeah.
Let me see. Do you think all women think like you?
No.
Would they make the same moves as you, the same decisions as you?
No.
Think most women would?
Yeah.
So you think most women think like you, who make the same decisions you made, et cetera, et cetera?
Given, as in, like if they were to put their self in my shoes and go, and have gone through what I went through, yeah, I think they, for the most part, yeah.
Or they would have to go through the same exact life as you.
Well, that's what you asked me.
No, I'm saying, like, because, for example, maybe, let's say, getting married, that was a desire for you?
Yes.
And you would think most women would desire that, right?
Yes.
And you think most women have your same morals?
No.
Okay. So some things you do, most women do, and others, would you say majority of the things you do is like what most women do?
No.
So then, if we're talking about most women, why would you use yourself as an example?
Like I said, it depends on how the question is being asked. See, if you're being like very specific, then that means, then I'm gonna have to give you from my perspective, right? But then if you keep it the question like in general, like if you're being general with how you ask the questions, then I'm sure the average person would answer it in that way.
How come most people can answer when it's asked this way? I don't get it. Hold on, let me see. Let's go back. I want to see what he asked.
Mm-hmm.
And you tell me what he did wrong.
Interpreted through.
Through your own lens.
Facts.
But once again, what I would argue that most women don't actually want that. So you might be an exception.
Most women.
But once again, what did I say before? You interpret a lot of the things I say through your own lens.
Facts. What other lens am I supposed to interpret it through?
You know what's crazy? This just goes to show that people are selfish, especially women.
Men are selfish?
I would argue.
Let me ask you a question.
What's up?
If you went up to me and you said, damn, world hunger is a problem.
Oh, yeah. So basically, he was making statements, right? He's saying most women are this, most women are that. So if you're not like most, like, how was he supposed to say that in a way where she wouldn't be able to generalize?
It could be like her surrounding, like her environment.
So you saying
like
she's around something that makes it hard for her to understand the question?
No, because she's probably assuming that like her environment, because the way how like her environment works like around her, she's thinking that that's maybe most. Because at first that's what I when I first came into space, that's how I looked at it too, until I was told that, yeah, you're not supposed to, it just when someone asks, especially online, right, ask you a generalized question, it has it's not just about your environment, it's about basically um, the totality of of women in the States, because we live in America, so we tend to just speak on what goes on in this country, right? And so I don't know, I'm just giving you what I think she's what's going on in her head. I'm only explaining what I think is going on in her head. I'm not saying that's what she's doing or whatever. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm just I'm just giving you my opinion of what I think is going on in her head, why she answered it the way she answered it. You get me?
Yeah.
It's a yes.
She's not too smart. I got you. Didn't have a good school surrounding her. I got you. I get it. All right. Let's see if she can dig herself out this hole.
People are fucking starving and dying every day.
Right.
And I looked at you and I said, me and my niggas eat. What'd your response be to that?
Every day.
I would be like, okay, but everybody should eat.
Okay. So
everybody ate.
Okay. So you acknowledge that just because your experience doesn't dictate what I said doesn't mean that it's invalid. World hunger is still a problem, right?
World hunger. Wait, what are you talking about? Say that again.
It's an analogy.
Stupid. If you asked me, or you told me, hey, world hunger is a problem, people are dying and starving all over the place.
Yes.
And then I responded to you, me and my niggas eat, right? Wouldn't that be a retarded response?
Yes, it would.
Yes, because it doesn't invalidate that world hunger is a problem and it's true.
Yeah.
So you do realize that I'm telling you things that are objectively true, and then you bring it back to yourself and say, well,
But
that's not me.
objectively true to who? You're still saying truths that are coming out of your mouth. There's no dictionary. There's no vetted research. You're not a PhD. You don't have nothing written in a book. You didn't write the Bible.
Do I have to be a mathematician to say 1 + 1 is 2?
No, but
by your logic?
No, but like you're just talking. Like you've been talking this whole entire. You've been talking crazy this whole
He wrote a
time.
book, by the way.
And you have a platform, and you've done really well with getting the large masses of people to agree with you in a virtual platform.
But this is
But
true.
at the end of the day, the things you're saying is not true. It's true to the people who are part of this production. It's true to that guy who's talking back there.
Let's go
To
back.
him,
How
like-
did this conversation start?
So it sounds to me that in her mind, you know what I'm saying, we don't all share like a same perspective, I guess you could say. You know what I'm saying? So she got a different perspective. So I guess from what it sounds like she's saying, there's no such thing as an objective truth. Because if she sees it a different way, then it's not true, even if everybody else does. Am I getting that correct? That's what she's saying?
Well,
I don't know.
yes, but then that's where like that's why you should never be like absolute and like you should never just be absolute. You should be like open minded, because a lot of times we operate as if we know the answers, right? We know because we see it or whatever. But the thing is, a lot of times we don't see the whole picture. We only see what's in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
And so, sometimes it takes somebody to point that out to you, that, you're only seeing, how do you say, like you missed the trees for the forest or something like that? Then you're only seeing the trees, but then you're not seeing the forest. And sometimes it takes someone to point out to you that, hey, it's not trees, it's a forest.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem with that is they got to listen to you. And some people don't listen. They don't listen. They think they know better.
Mm-hmm.
So just keep on going. You don't know how to be quiet. Sometimes you just got to take your L and shut the fuck up. You get them back. You know what I'm saying? You'll get them back. And you just wait. Be patient. Play the game. Some people don't know how to do that shit. Well, let's check it out. Let's see what else happens.
You tell me.
No.
So you don't even remember the trajectory of the conversation?
I'm in the now. I'm not in the
That's
past.
the fucking problem.
No, that's not the problem.
Let's go backwards.
You're trying to confuse me.
Let's go backwards.
You're trying to.
Because here's the thing. No. That's the problem.
You're trying to make me sound dumb.
You're not paying attention to the conversation. We started with equal partnerships.
I'm not paying attention to the conversation because you want me to agree with you, and I'm not going to do that. You want me to agree with you.
So you're arguing to argue.
You keep creating these diversions, trying to pretty much ultimately push me into a corner to be able to say, you know what, yes, you're right. No, I'm not a professional victim. I'm just
going
aware.
Systematically through a logical line. So this started.
Start from the beginning. Go ahead.
Yeah, I will, because unlike you, I'm paying attention to everything you're saying.
That's fine. Go ahead.
You're not paying attention to what I'm saying.
I am paying attention to what you're saying.
You just said you did it a second ago. You're not
No,
listening.
that's
You literally
not
just
what I
admitted
said.
that. You literally said,
I'm
I'm not
paying
listening.
attention to what you're saying
Because
so
you're trying
much.
to put me in a box.
No. I'm paying attention to what you're saying, but I don't care about what you're saying.
There you go.
Because what you're saying, everything you're saying, you're trying to point in one direction, which is that you want every woman at this table to agree with the things that you're saying. You only engage in discourse when we're actually saying things that could somewhat validate the things that you're saying. But as soon as we say something the opposite, it's no, stop talking. You're not saying anything that's true. Nah, that's cap.
That's not what went down. But anyway, first it started with you wanted equal partnership.
Yes.
And I said, in general.
That was interesting. So the way she saw it was completely different than what actually happened. You know what I'm saying? But that's how she saw the shit. You know what I'm saying? Or is she lying? Which one is it? I think she lying. Because I see the same thing when the drunk driver female get pulled over or something happened and they just tell a completely different story than what actually happened. He just yanked me out the car. Slammed my head on the ground. It's like, damn, sure. It's on videotape. That did not happen. What you just about to say, though?
No, go ahead.
Well, let me play some more video.
Yes.
Well, women don't want an equal partnership. They want a man who's going to be a leader, protector, provider. That means the guy is in a breadwinner position, which means they're inherently unequal. Then you said, well, I want that. And I said, okay, cool. Then I use the analogy of world hunger. If you told me world hunger is a problem and I responded to you saying, well, me and my niggas eat, you admitted that that was a stupid response because me saying my niggas eat does not change the fact that world hunger is still a problem. So I'm saying, okay, if you think that's stupid, that's what you're doing right now. I'm telling you, most women want a protector, provider, and want a guy that can be the leader. You're saying I want equality. And I'm like, cool, that's you. But a majority of women don't want that. So just because you're different than the majority doesn't refute what I said. What I said is objectively true. A majority of women want a leader and a breadwinner.
Okay.
Ta-da.
Like,
I mean, anything I say right now, you're going to have like a shut. You're going to like try.
So that kind of sounds familiar. You know what I'm saying? We had with most. Do you agree with what he's saying, those Iraqs? Is he saying a lie?
No, I actually agree with what he said. Yeah.
Yeah, most women want to protect.
Most women,
her.
yeah. Yes.
It's something simple, right? You know what I'm saying? But she can't let it go. She don't even know why she's fighting at this point. I think she's confused.
Yeah, and this is where yeah, she's internalizing it, and it's like just because you want equality doesn't refute what he said that most women want they want the men to be the breadwinner, the provider, protector. Yeah. So I don't know why she's pushing back.
I'm telling you, it happens, right? So it's just like everything you say. A woman is against you. She disagrees. She's gonna find the reason later. I'm trying to tell you. She's gonna find it after that. You got to. She's gonna stall you while she's thinking of it. You know what I'm saying? That moment, you can say the grass is green. You know it's not as blue. You ain't never heard of Kentucky bluegrass. All grass is not green. I'm trying to tell you. Play a little more of this video.
To shut me down. So it's like you don't even want me to be able to go back and forth with you.
Yeah, you shut yourself down.
I didn't shut myself down because what I'm trying to paint to you is that you're saying something that's objectively true, but I'm proving to you that what you're saying is not true.
How?
Because I'm me. I exist.
Bro.
Like
you are Chris.
What?
No,
Like,
Mills,
Because you're
bring up an
proving
IQ
his
test.
point. You're
No.
proving his
I'm not
point.
proving his point because no, I don't deserve an IQ test. No.
You proved your point.
No, I'm not. Everything you just said, you're saying, oh, this is objectively true. So define being objectively true. Go ahead.
He just did.
He just did.
It's
I'm
true.
talking to him. I'm telling him to
It's
do it
true
again.
regardless of what parameter you try to put on. Whether I say it or someone else says it, it's objectively true. 1 + 1 is 2. He could say it. I could say it. You can say it. It's true.
Yeah, but your 1 + 1s don't always equate to 2 though. Like you're there. You really think every man would agree with what you're saying? Like you really think every man in the world will agree with what you're saying right now?
Okay.
You really believe that? Generally, so just
you
if it's
understand.
generally,
Hold on.
then that's not inclusive of all. It's a general statement.
You understand that if something is a fact, whether someone agrees with it or not is irrelevant. You understand it, right?
But you're speaking on topics that are way more complex than a 1 + 1 equals 2.
I'm trying to simplify it because we're clearly having a disconnect
No,
here.
you don't need to simplify it.
I think I
I'm
do.
here with you. I don't agree with what you're saying. The fact that you make blatant statements about women that are simply not true, because I know they're not true, because I know myself. I know
So a
other
majority of
women who are
women
just
don't
as
want a protector provider?
I would believe that many women want a protector or provider, but I also know that many women have had to protect and provide for themselves.
Okay.
That's why we sat here and said
But
half
if
of
given
women,
the choice,
majority of women, right? We talking about
but if
majority
given
of
the
women, right?
choice, if given the choice, would they want a protector and a provider? I'm saying yes, a majority of them would want that.
Who wouldn't want a protector and a provider?
So then I'm right.
Did you?
Wow. This is what I be talking about.
Well, see, and same here, Nino. Like sometimes it's all about how you ask the question.
It wasn't even a question, Zyrax.
No, because I don't think she heard. I think she heard, Myron said like all women want or something. So that's why she's to me. I think, but then I think Myron did say like majority of women want protector provider, but she for some reason I think she took that as like he said all women or something. I mean that's like the only reason why she would go no because I don't want that. Otherwise, like why would you push back on like as he said, an objective truth?
I told you
Unless she just wants to be dumb. I don't know. She
some
doesn't
women
sound. She doesn't see.
just get in that disagreeable mode. You know what I'm saying? They feel like I just gotta disagree with you. It's a battle of wits. That means I gotta be on the opposite side, whatever you want.
So we want to argue just because we want to argue,
Some people like they love the conflict, but they don't realize it. You know what I'm saying? They do shit constantly to be in conflict. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't know about that.
some people are. You ain't never heard of somebody just keep getting in trouble.
That's because they're seeking for something. They're seeking for like attention or whatever. But then in this case, we're talking about, it's not seeking for attention. You're saying that they're arguing just for the sake of wanting to argue, though, not for seeking attention, but for the sake of just wanting to argue.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that at some point in time, a woman will get triggered, and no matter what you say from that point on, she's on the opposite end of it. You done trigger something in her. She got to compete now. So now, whatever you say, she disagree. And she'll figure out why she disagree after she done disagreed with you in some cases. That's what this chick was doing. And then he was just basically questioning her and putting her in a box to the point where she had to realize, damn, I really didn't. He caught her. You know what I'm saying? He caught her. You just mad. You don't care what he's saying. Yeah. You don't have no real go back. You feel like what he's saying is wrong, so you got to say the opposite.
Yes.
That's what's going on. It ain't hard to figure out. But I'm saying a lot of women do that shit on different levels.
Man. All right, Nino. I'm not gonna push back.
All right. I'll be fair, right? People do that, okay? People do that.
Thank you.
I just notice it more on the other end. I'm just saying. That's just me. It's not general. It's personal. Let me play this video.
Everybody, let me know in the comments how absolutely brain dead you think this woman is. Like, good effing God. Like, I feel like Myron Gaines. This is like you just argued for no reason to prove a point that you otherwise didn't even realize you even agree with me on. This is why women and feminists just can't. They can't work society. You can't have society run and function on this. It simply will cave in and destroy itself. She tried to make a whole point, a whole runaround thing, just to simply not be wrong, being confrontational over the whole thing, just to end up agreeing with Myron Gaines. All of this was literally for nothing. And feminism has just allowed women to be nothing but chaos, unchecked, and it's literally a...
What's going on? He ain't entitled to his opinion. That's just what he think about the feminists.
Okay, right? I know. My bad. Go ahead, Nino. I'm sorry.
Sorry, son of a bitch. He was going off.
waste of time. But hit that like button if you enjoy watching Myron Gaines make this woman look absolutely stupid, and let's get back in.
Dad protect and provide for you when you was a jit.
That's his job, yes.
Okay then. So would you ask your younger self that question and be like, do you want to protect her and provide her?
I'm talking about women, not a son.
That's a rhetorical. You're talking about a vulnerable being. That's what you're talking
You know
about.
what? Let's solve it right now. Ladies in here who wants a provider and leader, raise your hand.
Who wants,
wait a minute.
Who wants a loser and a follower? Who wants a loser and a follower?
No.
That's a dumb question.
That's the point that he's
That's
trying
the point
to
you're
make.
trying to make.
Nah, y'all doing something else. Y'all doing something else. Y'all doing something else.
Look,
Y'all doing something else.
Look, as someone that went to a prestigious university,
yes,
right, and is
did.
educated, this
And
is
did.
what I mean when I say education doesn't mean intelligence. You've been arguing for something for no reason this entire time just because you want to argue.
No, because I don't agree. That's not
Okay.
just because. That's because I don't agree. I'm
disagreeing
me.
with a fact is irrelevant then.
It doesn't matter if it's irrelevant. I still disagree.
You can okay, if you disagree with a fact, then that just makes you dumb. Like I don't know what to tell you.
I'm not dumb at all in the slightest.
No, you are. And
I'm not.
this is probably the first time you've been told this. You're objectively
I'm not
stupid.
dumb.
You have low IQ. If
I
a
don't
fact
have a
is
low
stated
IQ.
and then you say, I don't agree with the fact, I'm sorry, you're fucking stupid.
And all the girls
That's what it
agree
is.
with them
And I'm
too.
one of the few guys that has the balls to tell you this to your face. Howard is a failure school.
Okay.
Move on.
That's your opinion.
Incredible.
You just went to 20 minutes of our time.
Incredible.
Yeah, it was-
An embarrassment to higher education.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got some more chats here, and then we're gonna close this out.
Yeah.
Yo,
Bro, like, here's the thing. You know what's funny? If you were a guy talking like this, you wouldn't make it in the world. If I took your brain and put it in a dude's body, you'd be fucked.
You'll be dead, bro.
Because this is the difference between men and women. We have to live in reality. If we're not adequate, we're punished for it. We can't sit there and be like, well, I don't agree with that objective statement that's true. Like, everybody, look, you stupid ass
Half
nigga,
of
get
the
the fuck
most
out of here.
notable people in history were disruptors and people who were disagreeable. And
But
that's
they
a
had
fact.
evidence on their side.
Okay.
They had
All right,
evidence and
my
facts on their
evidence is my
side.
life and my existence here in this world. Like, facts.
Your anecdotal experiences don't matter in the overall scheme of things.
And I will have to disagree with that.
She's still doing it. She gonna disagree with everything. I fuck with you.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know why women do that.
I don't smell normal. What are you talking about?
Like once I'm proven wrong, then I'm just gonna, be quiet and just listen.
I mean, that's all you can do. All you do is make it worse when you keep trying to argue
Yeah.
to the point. You know? Like you lost. You know that, right? But people do that shit. Some people they lost obviously, and they still talk like they won. Adrian Broner. That boy knew I beat him. No, nobody knew. We lost. But yeah, let me play the video. We only got about less than 2 minutes.
Yo,
do you believe in star signs and stuff?
Yes, it does.
Maybe, maybe not.
Yes, you do, because you made a point to say that you're a 2-2 or whatever earlier in the show. I caught on to that.
Aquarius.
People that believe in astrology tend to be lower IQ as well, by the way.
But he knows about astrology too.
No, you said Aquarius.
You said you're in Aquarius.
Also, I use it to my advantage.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
Yeah, people that believe in astrology tend to be lower IQ.
We're gonna move on, nigga.
You want Taurus? Yeah, I like Taurus too.
We got crazy. Yo, we got horns. I got butt heads together. What's the next shot?
This
Shit, crazy.
Women like this have absolutely no excuse for choosing to be this ignorant and this stupid. You have a cell phone that has access to basically all information. You have all of the world's history available. You have this panel of women and right in front of you arguing against your position. You have Myron Gaines presenting facts and evidence, and then you just want to be like, I don't agree with facts and reality because that's my opinion. If you choose to do that, then you choose to be an effing idiot. You absolutely willingly of your own volition choose to be an effing retard, and this is why men do not take feminists and women like this seriously, nor should they. But thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what you thought about what Myron Gaines had to say, utterly destroying this insane feminist.
Wow. I'm sure it's people cussing him out in his comments.
I don't know. I doubt it.
Nah, it's always somebody cussing somebody. I even had people cuss me out in my comments before. Shit's crazy. I try not to bother nobody.
Of course, there's always going to be like one person that disagree with you. That doesn't necessarily mean, a lot. I guess how it has to do with the way, the words that you use, how you ask the questions.
Again, yeah, how you ask the question. You're right. I think I ask questions pretty good. I think I do. I think I get good answers when I ask questions.
Okay.
Could be wrong, but I think so.
No, you are pretty fair though. You're fair, which is why I like hanging around, here.
True. Well, I got 2.5 hours in. I think I might got another. I did 3 videos. You know what I'm saying? Since it's a small panel, it kind of went through that quick. But ain't nothing wrong with 2.5 hours right now and again. Tomorrow we'll probably have a longer show. You know what I'm saying? I have some more stuff to go over. I think I'm gonna do some body cam tomorrow. I got plenty of that, but I ain't trying to do that tonight. But
I will say this though, like one thing I feel like a lot of people don't or they don't care to understand is that women we're always gonna give, if you ask for our opinions, we're gonna give you our opinions from our perspective. And of course it's gonna come from a woman's perspective. You know, this is like the reason why I do not like I don't like Pearl, you know, because when she gives her there's some stuff that she said that may be true, but I feel like, like you could agree to someone's statement without having to put down, a gender, right? And earlier, how Pearl was saying, "Oh, men are, the channels are getting censored and shit like that." I'm like, they're not getting censored because of what they said. They're getting, you know, um, because they're telling, like facts or whatever. Like a lot of times, it has to do with how you present the facts. If you present it, the facts in a way where it's denigrating to like, yeah, half the population, yeah, they're gonna see it as like, like not a good thing.
yeah, I get it. I guess the issue is who makes the determination of what's detrimental and whatnot.
Again, if it has like if there's like a hatred undertone to it, like that's not good. You know,
That's fine, right? I won't argue that. Okay, so why isn't it the same way on the other side?
you don't think it's happening on the other side?
No, I don't. Who that bashes men that got demonetized besides Cynthia G?
Well, do you know any other women content creators that bashes women? I mean, bashes men?
Queen Maker. All of them take their turns doing it. You know what I'm saying? They may not do it 100% of the time, but they all had their moments where they talk shit about men. That's what they do. Now I don't personally like pay attention to shit like that, but I know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't like watching shit like
See, and this is where like if you guys feel like it's bashing men and it's not good for for society, the tone, the message. I mean, you guys can record it, but then you guys choose not to. And a lot of times, women, yeah, what they don't like what they're here because they feel like it's not good for society. Yet they will say something about it.
Oh wait.
And don't be mad at us because we have, because we're saying that it's not good for society.
How do you know men don't report those videos and stuff?
If they do, then I don't see why like YouTube wouldn't
Because YouTube don't
people
care,
say,
and they're not suspending the videos.
see, I don't know how YouTube like works, right? Because sometimes I hear people say that it's like a bot picks it up, you know, so people have to be careful what they say. And sometimes they say that like it takes someone to flag their the video for someone who works for YouTube to like review the video and stuff. See, so like I wouldn't really know, but then
What
to me I
about
feel like most. I'm sorry.
what about like TikTok? Let's say YouTube is fair. What about TikTok? What about Instagram? What about?
See, I don't know about TikTok. Like, I don't know about TikTok, and because I don't know how it works.
See?
So I can't really comment on TikTok, but I'm just speaking, specifically when it comes to like YouTube.
Yeah, because generally what they say is it's like social media is like everything. So it's not just YouTube. And a lot of those sites, it is just that. You know what I'm saying? Like they can say and do whatever they want when it comes to talking trash about men. But a lot of the people that just, if that y'all would say only talk trash about women, they get demonetized. They lose their channel. You know what I'm saying? And maybe in some cases they deserve to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting here saying that they should. I'm not advocating for the silence or unsilence of anybody because I don't know enough about any case. But I think with the amount of with misandry that you see online today, you would think that there'd be a number of people that you can point at and say, hey, they got demonetized for talking shit about men. But you can't. That's it. Well, it's Thursday. I'm about to go get me some rest. I will see you guys later, Friday, after the super panel. So make sure you check it in. And I might, depends, man. I'm going to try to work it a certain way. I might pull up on the super panel. If the stage is open. You know what I'm saying? If it
do it.
I might. But until next time. Any last words, Iraq? You got anything last to say?
Nope. As always, thank you for having me. And I know I nag a lot and I complain and whine a lot. But as always, thank you for having me. And everybody in the chat, have a good night. See you guys tomorrow.
Always good to have Zyrex here. Well, yeah.
Thank you.
Tell me about pressure. Nowadays, pressure look like I'm thirsty. Pressure could look like I'm thirsty. You feel me? I wanna ride a Harley. I wanna ride you like the water in the wave. Give me your love, give me your heart, don't be afraid. For your love, I go crazy, renegade. I wanna ride a Harley. I wanna ride you like the water in the wave. Give me your love, give me your heart, don't be afraid. For your love, I go crazy, renegade. You keep on talking about applying pressure. You know pressure do bust pipes. I'm trying to fuck you every day and night. I'm trying to get it cause I know it's tight. Pop me a pill, then we take off flight. I'm a big nigga, heavy appetite. You do that little thing I really like. You love to fuck me when I got on my ice. Yes, I love you, I'ma make sacrifice. But you never ever will be my wife. You my life, but so we locked in for life. That nigga used to fuck, he ugly and trite. He ain't nothing like me, though. Pocket a semi, I don't let it blow. Niggas stay fresh from head to toe. I hit the baddies on. I wanna ride like Harley. I wanna ride you like the water in the wave. Give me your love, give me your heart, don't be afraid. For your love, I go crazy, renegade. I wanna ride like Harley. I wanna ride you like the water in the wave. Give me your love, give me your heart, don't be afraid. For your love, I go crazy, renegade. I wanna ride like Harley. I wanna ride you like the water in the wave. Give me your love, give me your heart, don't be afraid. For your love, I go crazy, renegade. I wanna ride like Harley. I wanna ride you like the water in the wave. Give me your love, give me your afraid. For your love, I go crazy, renegade.
I'm smarter. I'm better.